Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the EU in-houses. I am back here casting. Welcome in. These are for fun EU in-houses for some players. They have an MMR system in the Raven Court. I believe you can use exclamation Raven. Is it exclamation Raven or Raven Court? I forget. What was the best dish I had? The best dish I had. I had schnitzel one night that was pretty good, but it was kind of dry. I wasn't the biggest fan of the schnitzel. The meat was a little dry. The breading was a little, it wasn't as crispy as I would like it, but I grew up like making schnitzel with my dad all the time, so we have a way that we do it, so maybe that's just my way is not traditional. The schnitzel was all right. Honestly, the best meal I had was the first meal they gave us during the casting day of day one. I had these meatballs, mashed potato, and this gravy sauce. Oh God, that was so good. It was just very, very like salty, savory, that umami flavor. Have I told you your pretty day? CP, thank you for the kind words. How are the monkeys? Sorry if I'm missing anyone in chat. Do apologize. The final matches were awesome. They were very good, yeah. I had the experience with Detroit one time. Idiot didn't book my hotel long enough. Yeah, it was just, it was like so sketchy. It was so, not sketchy, but it was, I just don't think the hotel people knew. Literally, so the Monday, so they wake me up and everything like that. I go and get lunch with the NA players, and they were like, "Oh, like I was suggesting we do Checkpoint Charlie, all this tourism stuff." We get through the lunch with the French players, and we're all walking back, and I look and I go, "Guys, honestly, I don't have it in me. I'm literally falling asleep. My body's shutting down. I should just take that as the flare in the sky and go lay down." And that's exactly what I did, and I'm glad for it. But yeah, I chilled at the bar the night before, and just had a relaxing evening, and that was really, really the good call on the Monday before I left. And that's when I tried the pizza, and the pizza was just disappointing. It was like a frozen pizza. Pizza in Germany, are you surprised? Not very good. Can confirm the meat. Yeah, like pretty much everybody got those meatballs. I think it was actually the recommended choice for that day. Transparent did cast. Yeah, Transparent casted match 5 on day 1 while I did observing. And he did a bang-up job of it. Well, he sat next to Rob on the plane. Rob said the most British thing. We literally get to the after party. After day number 2, the finals are done. Everyone's left the venue. All this and that. We get to the bar. I'm sitting with Rob, the Mike, the producer, or the director, excuse me, and myself. And Rob, we're waiting for the bartender. Rob just goes, "I am properly knackered." And I was just like, with no prompt at all. He quite literally was just, he said that, and I was like, it's the most British thing you could have said. And it was so, mwah. South Korea versus France. Yep. They were wet, been raining for 3 days. You got to feed them in the rain. Are they, do they mind? Does it bother them? I know it's a random question, but I got a monkey expert here. By the way, we're going to Sky Temple. We've got a bunch of stuff. We're going to be super distracted today because I just got back from Germany and there's going to be questions and things like that. But we're going to be talking about Here's the Storm, all that fun stuff. This is just EU in-houses, so there's not going to be any sort of meta madness rules. We're no longer doing meta madness stuff. Even though it is really, really fun, I am actually kind of excited to get back into just some standard Heroes of the Storm, if you will. I'm cream crackered. Oh God. Oh man, it was seriously, it was just such a fun time. Like so many little fun things that yeah. Yeah, the by the way, the hotel, so I'm jumping around in stories. So when I went and got the pizza dinner at the bar on the last night in the hotel, quite literally one of the guys at the front desk walks up to me and goes, "Do you know who was in this room?" And I was like, "No." I'll message someone that might know, but I don't. Turns out the person they were asking about, it was Kevin's room. It was it was Kevin's room, who had checked out and everything, but they didn't know who was in it. They're like, "Well, there's luggage inside the room, so we don't know if someone checked in or this and that." I'm just like, that hotel had no idea what they were doing, but I will say this, it was €87 a night, and it was a pretty decent hotel. It's just they had no idea what was going on. And it was honestly, it was so easy to get around the city. That is the one thing I do like about major cities, or I guess you could say walkable cities, is just the sheer fact that I was a block away from the tram, jump on the tram, take 3 stops, I'm at the subway, and then that takes you kind of wherever you need to go. Or if I don't need to go to the subway, there's like the top rail, which is like maybe 500-meter walk or something, like not very far at all. So yeah, it was very easy to get around the city. I do not miss the smell of just random garbage and pee. Like, walking through the city, you're like, it's serene, and then you just get, like, a waft of pee. I don't miss that. I forgot about that. Oh, maybe you guys want to gamble, too. Which team wins Sky Temple? Blue team, red team. There you go. Get some gambles in if you want to spend some channel points, everybody. You know the dealio. Oh, here, I'll do this. You probably missed this. Oh, wait. Stream Deck. Come on now. Why are you lagging behind? Go to this profile. NANI? No.
Hey, listen.
There we go. I don't like the fur whip, but they do look, they don't look. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Clap, I voted blue. Crap or clap? On the left-hand side, we got the members of our blue team. We're going to be seeing Soaking on the Sonya, Banana playing the Genji, Gunner on the Brightwing, Fish on the Anubarak, and Drac to play this Falstad. Over on the right-hand side of the map, we're looking at our red team. We've got Gaff playing the Maiev, Stark to play this Dahaka, Darkmok on the Tyrael, Hunter Orc will be playing Stukov, and last but not least, Kier playing Sylvanas. Oh, wait 1 second. My mouse. I hit. Wow, okay, so that button does that on my mouse, apparently. Sorry, I have a brand new mouse from Corsair today. We're using the Darkstar, just released today. So we're checking that out as Drac is gonna say hello to Darkmok in the bush and Tyrael able to back off. No big deal. Banana, does he get the Swift Strike over the wall? The Umbra Bind, he's fine. Swift to Jill. Oh, wait. Yeah, he's fine. No match fixing in this game. Unlike New York City, which reuses the same city assets every block P. Oh, yeah. I mean, when I went down to San Francisco, yeah. I'm not a big city person. I was very happy to be back in my quiet mountain town. Nice dive onto Hunter Orc. I do think they're able to back off behind the gate. I don't expect a Banana to dive past with that Genji. No first blood for either side. First Temple phase will be popping up. We got Falstad going auto attack build. Naisha's Memento for the Maiev as Brightwing and bottom lane is threatened, but Genji comes down here to apply some counter pressure into Darkmok. You need a new mouse. What model do you like? So I'm using the Darkstar. That's the new mouse that just came out. It's a wireless mouse. I previously was using the Qatar Elite, which is another wireless mouse. They're both very light. Actually, I would say the Darkstar is about double the weight of the Qatar Elite. So far, it's very comfortable. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if I'll keep using this over my Qatar Elite, but both of those are really, really good. If you like a heavier mouse, you could also look at the Night Sword. That's a lot heavier of a mouse, and you can get tuning weights added into the bottom for even more weight. Fish able to get the burrow out. Excuse me, managed to ride the mute button, so I did not get the sneezing fit on stream. Bottom lane Siege Giants will rocket their way through this fort. And first structure will go down in favor of our red team. Gaff gonna put some pressure onto Banana, who's able to back off. Just easy tongue drag? Nah. I like mice that give me weights, then I can pile them into... So that's the Night Sword. I used to use that mouse. It's very heavy with all the weights, by the way. I went from the Night Sword with all of its weights into the Qatar Elite, which is one of the lightest mice that Corsair has. And I stuck with the Qatar Elite for a very long time. What I like about the Darkstar is it really cups your hand, or your hand cups the mouse. It's very comfortable. I'm a super strong, juicy American. Huh. There's something in there. BRB soaking will try and spin to win. Unfortunately, Sonya goes down. Another kill over to the red team. Sylvanas, mind you, does have possession at level 4. We'll be able to pick up more or steal away a few of the enemy minions while the double objective phase comes up in the top and mid. Falstead poking out 8 stacks for him, 18 for the Shurikens on Genji. Pinned down, picked up by the Maya. Excuse me, at level 4. As Dahaka has one stack on his brush stock so far. Not his brush stock, his enhanced agility. Oh my god, the Genji will not fall. Also, good to see you, Mr. Beardsmith. Good to see all of you in chat. Thanks for swinging through the stream. I really have missed streaming. It's been... It was nice to have a break, but it's so nice to be back streaming. I did my best to play, like, no video games while I was gone. I played a little bit of my Switch, and I watched a few movies only on the planes that I was on. Secret weapon full auto attack build for the Falstead. Waiting for those 10 talent tiers to come through, so we cycle through the numbers as we always do at this point in the game. Damage, healing, and experience, all that good stuff. Oh, Cure dove on by Fish, double CC train. Polymorph will connect onto Hunter Orc. Still get the kill, Anubarak with one. Hunter Orc getting very low. Here's Slam, Jam, and a dead Stukov. He's not going to be piling in any sort of ships anytime soon. That Emerald will fall. Admiral will fall. And it's Quadra kill. Soaking playing to the high side of the fort. Drac barrel rolls in, but Darkmach is not chaseable. And they take the mid lane fort for free. We missed you. I thought about trying to do some... God dang it, I keep hitting that side button with the back of my thumb. I thought about doing a stream at the esport venue, but my phone had just horrible... Since it was basically one big Wi-Fi that they had available, I didn't have the best connection, so I didn't do like a day 0 stream. And then I found... Because I was talking about like... I was talking to Trick, I was like, oh, my phone isn't connecting that well to the internet, and I can't get Discord that well. Trick was like, yeah, same thing for me. And someone was like, oh, it's working perfectly fine for me. And then an hour later, I found out that there's a private internet that they had for us to use that I just didn't know about. So once I connected to that on day 1, I was like, oh, well, now I have good internet, but I don't have time to live stream. So, yeah, we'll just blame the event location. It's their fault. 10 talent here on both sides. Rather Berserker for the Sonya. No leap initiation, but I will point out that we have the Judgment from Tyrael. Flailing swipe on that Stukov. 3 apiece in kills, 11 up on levels, and second objective phase will be spawning on the south side of the map. Gath in position for this already. Dahaka should have brush stock up and available. We can check that here. Yep, he does. Mid lane shots will go out, but meanwhile, Sylvanas is cocooned over here. The Tyrael doesn't have Sanctification. Slam, Jam, he's dead. Continue to have Sonya with Rather Berserker up, providing tons of damage into Stark, who will try to get some essence. Shuriken Mastery done for the Genji. X-Strike burrowed away from with the Lurker Strain. Actually, no Lurker Strain at level 4, no? Oh, he did go. Oh, Rather Berserker popped in the spear, just slightly misses the Maiev. Judgment Tyrael, was that canceled out? Yes, it was. 10-second cooldown on the Heroic. Fan of knives here and there. The tempo shots will finish out for our blue team, taking down most of the fort front gate in bottom lane as BRB soaking will hearth out for top lane. Oh, and if you missed it, the airlines lost my luggage. So we'll hopefully my luggage comes on Friday like they said it would. But I have little faith. I have little faith. Because it's NA. Well, it looks like your luggage didn't make it on the Frankfurt flight. Oh, no, you don't say. Me waiting in Portland. It's not the worst. It's just there's t-shirts and stuff that, you know, I don't want to lose. Oh, god dang it. There is one button that I'm noticing I'm hitting with my thumb here and there, but that's also because of the way that I'm holding the mouse to do observation. Time to use air tags. Yeah, you know what? I was walking through the airport. Oh, man, what a fantastic counter kill into Genji. I thought the false stab was going to fall. Gust comes out a little late. Oh, does Dahaka have enough damage before the phase shift from Brightwing? No, but now Gunner in a bad spot. False stab flies away. No, he can't. It's going to be canceled out by the lurking arm. Gunner blinking around, tried their best, and Falstad will be the one to fall. Brightwing still makes it out alive. Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's time to buy an air tag before I go on holiday in November. As I said, I was telling my neighbor, I was doing the math in my head. Worst case scenario, they lose all my stuff. I ask them for a check of reimbursement or something like that. Best case scenario, I get my stuff. But they were telling me, oh yeah, we'll have it land in Reno and then you can come get it. And I was like, no. You're gonna ship that to my house. I'm not driving 3 hours round trip to pick up my bag that you lost. No way, man. Judgment onto Gunner, gonna be cleansed away by the soothing mist as Darkmok wants to put pressure into this Brightwing, but he just can't find enough damage. Falstad does have Gust available. Barrel rolling in position in case it's necessary. Genji jumps in with a cybernetic agility once again to a lurking arm. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Sonya has temple shots into the fort down over here. The rotation being slowed by a Nubrak and Genji. Huge X-Strike. The flailing swipes coming out from Stukov. Hunter Orc trying to back off and will drop a self-lurking arm going down. A 6th kill over to the side of our blue team as BRB Soaking has left the temple looking for added pressure. Wrath Berserker has expired. I'm out of tea. God dang it. But overall, it was a great Germany trip. And really, really good event. The entire time, like, at the after party, it was like, God, I wanted, like, we were all joking around. I kept saying, I was like, oh, so we had East Coast, we had Europe, time for West Coast. Someone brought up Las Vegas, which would be awesome, but if we were to do it in Miami, there's a whole esport venue with stuff there and this and that, so I really hope they do another one of these sometime this year. I would really love it if it was towards the end of the year and they just did it in Miami again. I literally told Kevin, I was like, if you do an event in Miami, I will fly myself down there. I've got Southwest points up the wazoo. I will buy my own ticket. Like, let's do it. Looks like there's a comms issue, but that's no big deal. Hey, Straubs, good to see you, bud. Vegas is in a heckin' desert. And Florida is in a... Well, there's statements we can make about Florida, huh? Welcome back to American soil. Yes, I got back to America and everything went wrong. They lost my bag. It was a pain to get back to Reno. I will say this, though. I sat down at the bar after the whole baggage thing. I got to my gate area. I sat down at the bar. And after waiting 10 minutes for a bartender to even, like, notice me, so they finally go, hi, how are you doing today? I was like, I'm having a shit day. I'd like a water and a high percent beer. I didn't say what beer I wanted. I was like, I want a soda water and a high percent beer. I just threw it out there and it was just silent. And the bartender starts laughing. Some dude at the end of the bar, like 3 or 4 seats down, he starts giggling and everything. And I was just like, I'm glad I can make you all laugh. I get my bill and I was like, how was it only $12 or it was like $8? And I was like, I was like, wait a minute. Like, I got 2 beers because I got a Stella as well. I was like, I got 2 beers. This is too cheap for an airport bar. And the bartender goes, oh, the man at the end of the bar over there said you made him laugh with how you sat down, so he paid for your first beer. I was like, oh, there are decent people in this world still. I went up and thanked him again after I was leaving for my gate. Thank you for laughing at my misery. Have a free beer, right? Go ziplining over Gator Country? No, thank you. Yeah. It was a good time. I'm still reeling from how much fun I had. Everyone was super nice. All the players were happy. Like, everyone introduced themselves. It was such a good time. So hopefully we get a Miami Nations Cup again. You know what would be really cool is if they did a captain's draft. They got a bunch of players. I don't know how it'll work out, but they got maybe the top players from Nations Cup or something, or a bunch of people. Well, then it gets weird because it becomes a popularity contest sort of thing. I don't know. It's just like captain's drafts get a little weird. It becomes like high school. Like, oh, who's gonna pick who? Nice steal from Darkmock here with the Holy Ground. Phase shift from Brightwing will not come through in time as the Gust from Falstad. A little too late, and a double kill will be had by the side of our red team. A Judgment continues the pressure, but no one's around to help out since Maeva split off for the bottom lane. Dahaka with a brush talk will look for a drag onto Banana, but does not have the connection on the skill shot. Did you miss any stories about the Portland guy? I basically... That was pretty much it, actually. That was the story about the Portland guy who bought me a free beer. Got phase out for Brightwing at level 16. Tunneling Claws as well for the Dahaka. Temple shots favoring our red side, taking down Keeps right now in the top and the mid lane. Tyrael pushing up the waves. Phase shift from Brightwing into mid. They're trying to take down Sylvanas, but the will of the Forsaken able to get her out. Does have that 140% movement speed. Faster than mount activatable by 10%. The one who... Oh, yeah. I told Chad about the desk clerk. The desk clerk who kept coming on the intercom telling us that we're not going to land in Reno and it's going to be SAC, and then if I go to Sacramento, or if I get on the plane and I end up in Sacramento, I'm SOL because the airlines won't help me get home. Even though they're going to put me at the wrong destination. Yeah. Quite literally, they could have... The reason they were delaying, because the pilot told us when we actually got on the plane, the reason they were delaying is the pilot was like, oh, Sacramento was our plan B. Every flight we make, in every flight that we charter by the FDA or whatever has to have a plan B route in case things go awry. And that was the plan B, but the desk clerk ran with the idea that it was just, that's what's happening. But the pilot said, the reason the flight was delayed is because we were waiting for the weather in Reno to calm down. So quite literally, they could have said, hey, the flight's delayed because we need better weather in Reno. Instead, they said, the flight is probably going to be ending up at a different destination. You should rebook. They were heavily encouraging you to rebook, which is the dumbest thing. It was, ugh. Constantly. Oh, boy. All right, well, we got one keep available for the blue side as the next strike will come through. Keep hitting that button by accident. My apologies. Judgment from the Tyrael. That should be a kill onto Genji. Now, is there enough momentum to run across the map and end here? A kill onto BRB Soaking might actually do that. Drag from Dahaka not connecting, but keep in mind, Feeding Frenzy is picked up at level 4. Wind tunnel into the wall. This could be the most this could be a monumental moment for our blue team in the late game, but it does not seem a kill will connect. The Contagion level 20 upgrade for Dahaka, able to spread to a few enemies. And that's the end of the back and forth. Genji still up, still down for the next 35 seconds, and Siege Giants in bottom lane. Hell of a miscommunication was Mercury and retrograde. I don't know. Whoever that desk clerk was, they quite literally sent a plane full of people into a tizzy over nothing. They thought, I have a gut feeling that person thought they were being very helpful by giving constant updates, but all they were doing was causing problems, because the constant updates were just, oh, we don't have a stewardess. Oh, we don't have a plane. Oh, we're getting a new plane, so that way you can all board immediately. Oh, the flight's gonna be diverted. So, I just don't think that person should be a desk clerk, personally. Oh, man. So, yeah. Boss and bottom lane. Either way, I got home in the end, so I'll take it. I did realize one of my headlights on my car is out, or I had forgotten about it. And so when I was driving up the mountain at night, I was like, dang it. Nice wind tunnel into the wall. Hunter Orc trying to back away. BRB soaking in the flank position. Will be able to find that last slam jam damage into Stukov. Meanwhile, on the bottom of our screen, we got Gaff with the triple Umbral Bind trying to live. Falstad with a fly in. And meanwhile, Gaff is trying to run away. Falstad with a chase on Ethereal. By the way, they are technically winning. Even though 2 died on the side of the red team, they are technically winning. Gaff does go down. Boss will be cleared out. Temple gonna be scratched. Dahaka lands a drag, but he's not winning anymore. Does Dahaka have brush stock up and available? Can we check before his health bar die? Oh, he does have brush stock. Isolation not connecting, but it's a low cooldown, 60 seconds. When I did observation for the 5th best of 5 on the first day, I had a French keyboard, and I didn't realize it till I sat back down there. It's just some of the buttons are moved around a little bit, and some of the buttons are labeled differently, like control does not say control. It's in the same spot. So I had this panic attack in draft 1 of Korea versus France. I was sitting there having a panic attack, like, oh god, what are the buttons? Like, do I have to hit a different button for control? It was just... We figured it out quickly. Or was it a German keyboard? It might have been German keyboard. That's my bad. German keyboard, yeah. Because the Z and the Y were different, but there was also one button left of the Z. So where you have the carrots that go left and right, your left carrot, or carrot pointing left, was between shift and what would be Z, which is Y. So everything was like, it was just weird a little bit. What's up, Grits? How you doing, bud? This is a fun first map for our EU in-houses today. Checking my Ev really quickly on the pin down stuff. 24 Ardent Defender stacks for the Tyrael, and next Temple phase will be double. If you passively trade these, it's going to be favoring our red team. And I do think the blue side knows this fish in the bush over here. Nice lurking arm into that corridor. Not really bush, the corridor, if you will. I don't think Falstad was spotted here. Oh, no, he's going to be seen in mid lane. Right, the Berserker from Sonya popped. Actually, we haven't looked at the late game numbers. That's a huge judgment from Tyrael. He has that level 20 upgrade. If he can see you on his screen, he can judge you because the range is absolutely ridiculous at this point. Cycling through those late game numbers, rather Berserker from Sonya still up, activating some shots of fury here and there as well. You ended up making it to the zoo. Did you like it? Oh man, the zoo was a blast. I hope you liked the aquarium too. What luck? I can also judge people I see. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it, eBagatron. Did you make it back to the States, or are you still on your quote-unquote work trip? That was clever of you. Take a work trip conveniently right around Nations Cup time. Judgment from the Tyrael, Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas connecting. There's a lot of just pressure and damage being applied, but health bars. It's going to be Darkmok, the one to fall low here. Drakbear rolls into the flank position with a wind tunnel into the enemy, pushing them towards our blue team. Hunter Orc is the target of a whole lot of damage and will be falling here. Umbral Bind from Maev. I don't know if Gaff can trade into anyone. It's not the case. Cure going to try and make the... Cure going to fall, unfortunately. I will say pin down is done. Flight in bottom lane from Falstad auto attack build. This should be map number 1. Going over to the side of our blue squad. Hard fought here and well done. You got back Tuesday night, super convenient, easy. Nice. I got back Tuesday night as well. They just lost my luggage. They said they'll maybe call me on Friday with an info update. I said, please give me your number so I can call you on Friday. Oh, GG, well played. I tried also to do that when I was doing observation. I tried to do the spin on the stream, and then I realized the spin wasn't installed. Yours was lost between Berlin and IAD. Wait, IAD? Where is that? Where did you go through? Oh, Duluth. In Virginia? Oh, is the Washington? Okay. So I just put in, I don't know. Oh, it is Washington. Okay. It just says VA, so that's why I got confused. Interesting. Have I heard anything about my luggage? Nope. We in Minnesota? Am I in Minnesota? No. Well, this one says it's in Virginia, so I'm gonna trust Google. All right, I need to go get a cup of tea. I'll be right back. Let's pay out our bet as well really quickly. Choose outcome. Which team wins Sky Temple? It was the blue team. Really nicely fought there. I'm gonna get rid of some ads really quick, and when I come back, we will do more casting. BRB, and we'll talk more about random stuff. That's totally talking about Heroes of Storm. Still jet lagged. I had a hard time staying asleep last night, but I've been getting okay-ish sleep since I got home. I've been getting like I'll go to bed, sleep for 3 to 4 hours, I'll wake up, I'll be awake for 2-ish hours or so, and then I'll fall back asleep for another 2 to 4 hours, somewhere in that pocket. So I've been getting okay sleep since I've gotten back. I've gotten mildly good sleep since I've gotten back. But yeah, I landed in Portland, waited for my bag, and it just wasn't there. I'm really dreading the idea that someone accidentally took my bag. I would assume that at this point they would have been like, oh, this isn't mine, let me call the phone number on the tag. So we'll see. We'll see. As I said, like, it's not the end of the world. It's the most annoying thing is, like, there's some t-shirts and there's some other stuff in there that I just don't want to lose. Like, I have a beard trimming kit that was my father's from when he was younger than I was. Like, when he first had a beard, my mom gave it to him as a gift. And he doesn't have a beard anymore, so he gave it to me. So it's little things like that I was like, oh, you know, it sucked to lose that. I've got some t-shirts that I can't really replace. There's, like, the old Heroes of the Dorm t-shirt from the last Heroes of the Dorm. It's just stuff like that. It'd just be annoying to lose. It's not the end of the world, but it just, you know, I'd rather not. Yeah, I was no joke, eBagatron. I was looking at memes today on Reddit. I was scrolling through Reddit, and it was it was kind of like the Drake meme, but SpongeBob format, where it was SpongeBob when he was the wrestler, and it was like TSA when you're going through security, and then it was like the SpongeBob when he's rounded, and he just looks very cute and everything, or very just simple. Not simple. What's the word I'm looking for? He looks very just childish in a sense. And it's just TSA at baggage claim or whatever. And it's so true. It's so true. There was actually one point when I walked up to a dude and I was like, hey, the carousel and everything is stopped. Does that mean the bags are not coming through? And he goes, yeah, sorry, bud, because he pieced it together because I had been staying there for ages. And so I got in the line to start going to, like, immigration or whatever, like it was. Customs or immigration, I forget which one it was. It was immigration, because customs you do and then you go to your bag. And I doubled back, and some guy comes to me, he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm gonna go walk around and make sure that you guys, like, my bag is actually lost. And he goes, oh, okay. Like, this guy comes at me, like, all aggressive because I double back to go around the carousel. Because it was one of those things where I was like, maybe, just maybe, somehow, some way, I just missed it completely. Because it's not a bag I usually travel with. No. Alright, we're waiting for our second lobby, by the way. Second lobby of the day. Sounds like security at the Nations Cup towards the 3 NA. I heard that Sir Watson was getting way too loud. Sir Watson was the guy with the American flag. Yeah. The Americans are getting too energetic. It's making the Germans nervous. I went out, I think it was after I did obs for the 5th best of 5. I think I was just talking to them. And they were like, yeah, the security told us to calm down. But that crowd, like, that crowd was insane. When you think about it, when Germany did something good, it was almost deafening. When NA did something good, it was like 2 or 3 people just clapping, like, ah! So you had the NA boys trying to put the same energy out as an entire crowd, and I give them all the credit for it. Sir Watson, when we got to the after party, Sir Watson's voice was raspy. My voice was going because I was actually, it wasn't from casting. My voice wasn't going from casting. It was completely fine. My voice started going during the grand final best of 7. And this is how it was going too. Like NA was losing. NA lost 3 maps, and this is what I actually even said too. I was like, Germany is definitely gonna win the first few maps, but once the map, once the hero pools get smaller and smaller, that's where NA has the chance. And so the way that most Heroes of Storm events go, you play 2 maps. There's a chunky break for the players and the casters and stuff like that. There was a liquor store, and you're just down, I don't know, 150 feet from the front door of the event. You couldn't bring alcohol in, but you could go outside and drink a beer in front of the liquor store. Quite literally, there was a cop who walked in as I was opening a beer, and he just kind of gave me a thumbs up. He gave me a thumbs up because I threw my bottle cap away. I took the time to throw the bottle cap away, and he gave me a little thumbs up for that, for not littering. But basically, after that, so we would a bunch of us would go down there, chug a beer, go back, and then NA started winning, so it became like the superstition. It was like, okay, 2 games, go get a beer. And there was one point when I talked to Rob, and he's just like, when did you get beer? Little victories. So yeah, it was really fun. It just became the superstition. Run downstairs, chug a beer for NA, come back up, scream my head off until I'm hoarse, repeat. That venue would have make a killing if they had a liquor license. Yeah, indeed, but the issue then is you get drunk people, and drunk people spill things, and I absolutely see where they, the angle of that. When did you get beers, and why didn't you get me one? I would have got Rob a beer if he didn't have to do everything he was doing. If he could actually go outside with me, there was no way he would have been able to leave. But either way, Rob owed me a beer. He bought me a beer at the after party. Oh man, it was such a good time. I keep saying it, but everyone was super nice. Everyone was super welcoming. I don't think there was anyone had any bad blood. I don't think there was any sort of fuck you. There was nothing like that. Everyone got along. It was a good time. It was seriously such a good time. You earned a bunch of points. Indeed, you did. I was 9K free to lose actually. So. Yeah, it was just no matter where you were from, people would be welcoming. They would try and, yeah, it was just, Trickster tweeted out about it, and I absolutely agree. Blizzard fucked up by leaving this community behind. I understand the HGC not profitable, but the community itself is still very well knit, and everyone was super nice. Yeah, I don't know. I had some Romanian guys come up to me and they were like, oh, we know you're Romanian. So I tried to speak a little Romanian and they were like, oh, you know our language. So it was just cool. It was super cool. There'd be people like Mixin and Ebagatron, a bunch of people come up to me and be like, oh, I'm so-and-so. I'd be like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. It was super nice. There was 1 or 2 where they would introduce themselves. They would say hello, but they wouldn't introduce who they are. And I'd be like, so I just started doing immediately so who are you? I didn't recognize Henning immediately, and he just literally goes like this because he has the tattoo on his arm. I got Gia right out the gate. I was like, Gia! He's like, yeah. And I was like, I got somebody. I remembered one person at least. It was just fun. It was such a good time. All right, draft-wise. Quid, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 11 months. No message, but thank you very much, Quid. Yeah, Gia's such a nice dude. Holy crap. I mean, everyone was super nice, but Gia was just so humble and fun to be around. Good to see you too, Quid. Thank you all for the resubs and stuff. Welcome back. Welcome back. I have missed full-time streaming. Battlefield of Eternity, second best of five. Second map in our EU in-houses today. These VODs will go up onto the YouTube. Actually, people seem to kind of like this big, chunky VOD, so we'll eventually put this one up. The last bit of Nation Cup games are going up. I probably need to edit the NA games. I probably need to edit. Ah! Holy hell! I love that alert so much. Baggertron, thank you for the 10 tier 1 gifted subs. That's insanely generous of you. Thank you so much, bud. Hey, Lion Lad, it was nice meeting you. Any word in the luggage? Nah, not yet. The earliest I'm supposed to find out is tomorrow. I do like the Zul'jin for Battlefield of Eternity, by the way. We are going to be very distracted. We're going to be talking a lot about Germany and Nations Cup. I'll do my best to cast as well, but thank you again. That's so generous of you. Thank you for the 10 tier 1 gifted subs. If you got a gifted sub, welcome into the Bahamuts. Luggage butt. Yeah. Got transparent? Yeah, you got soaking. You actually got a lot of cuties. You got a lot of cuties. Oh, you got Sarah. You got my internet wife. Start prediction. Does Bahamut, or no, not does Bahamut. Which team wins Battlefield? Battlefield is one word. I wrote it as battle filed. On the right side of our map, let's go ahead and introduce the players for Red Team. Papa Smurf playing Zul'jin. Darkmok initiating hard into the enemy team with a new Barak. Banana on Li Ming. Here to play this Dahaka. And last but not least, we've got the Sniper, Ana, played by Gunner. To our left side of the map in the blue, Wayfarer. I don't think I'm saying that right. My mouth feels like mush when I say it. Playing Blaze, Thrall to be controlled by Ultralisk. A variant played by Drac, Gaffon, the Hanzo, and Captain Rex to play Stukov. Wayfarer, yeah. My brain keeps wanting to say like wafer. Like a wafer cookie. Is Baby Houdini? Oh, I do know Baby Houdini. Oh, okay. God dang it, Bobby. I keep accidentally doing that. Do I have player vision properly set? I do. Okay. There we go. 6 stacks on Hanzo's level 1, but Banana's the target of a whole lot of burst, almost going down. Papa Smurf low does have that reckless level 1, but no kill into Zul'jin. Gotta get back to work. Hey, thanks for coming by the stream, Strobs. We'll see you next time. As a reminder, tomorrow is Elden Ring Randomizer, and we're also doing Discord Movie Night. Tomorrow we're watching Wayne's World in Discord. But we're also doing Elden Ring Randomizer tomorrow, which I'm very excited to get back into. We found where Melania is, and we will fight her eventually. I do have plans to kill her. I just don't think I can kill her at my current level. You had to wait, leave for the, blue team won Sky Temple. The blue team did win Sky Temple. Oh, Darkmok will go down. First blood to our blue team. Oh, and there's no belief in the blue team. Whoopsies. Oh, better hope that the red team wins, otherwise Jeff Bezos makes money. Zul'jin will fall in the bottom lane as I'm skimming around the map. He's currently at 6 stacks out of his 30. 15's the big mark because he gets the 1.1 range increase, taking him to 6.6 range. Gunner's gonna be the target. Is there a taunt? The body blocks are in place, and Drac is able to set up a kill for the allies. Beautifully done by Varian. Nice attempt into a Nubrak, and that attempt is going to yield another kill. Even in front of their fort front gate, it's not enough. The blue team dominating with 4 early kills, a level lead. Hanzo, 3/4 or so of the way through their level 1 quest. I believe Stukov needs 15 on the fetid touch. 9 out of 25 for the Varian. Zul'jin still trying to poke up, build up his stacks. 2 Chishi regeneration stacks for Dahaka, and Anubrak's holding his level 4. I'd like to see Shed Exoskeleton. I like the idea of him having the movement speed increased by 30%. Is this Bahamut? No, this is Patrick. Oh, bet of barbs for the slow. How you doing, Hostile? How you doing, cutie? Good to see you.
I shall purge your evil from this land, demon.
Another dive. Oh, Li Ming caught out in the rotation, I guess you could say. Varian and crew playing this very aggressive, and I do like it. Lockdown single target burst is high, and this will give the first objective phasing over to the side of the blue team. You're doing? I'm rooting for you, bud. I'm hoping for the best. Kier fine in bottom lane, trying their best to... I actually don't think he's got an angle for a drag or anything like that. Did go into Hero Stalker as well, but let's talk about this dive onto the fort here, because Thrall has joined in as well. Gonna poke on to the Dahaka. Fallen Shaman getting great siege. They want this fort to go down, leaving Hanzo alone to race down the Immortal. Cure underneath tower shots will go down. I don't think he was expecting that from the members of this blue team, as Darkmok zones back Captain Rex. Papa Smurf throwing in axes. You want axe, you want death. There's first kill for the blue team, for the red team. Can Banana get a reset off of Ultralisk? No. Thrall has his Wind Fury. He's able to rush out. The Immortal, by the way, Alarian in top lane, dealing over 1,000 damage, just a little over 1,000 damage at this point. Pretty standard this early on. A touch over 1,000, 1,044 into structures. As the Thrall does go down, he'll lose any stacking available on his level 4. Oh, Stark, I was telling chat, somehow you popped in my dream last night. You were driving a very expensive car. Like very fancy, expensive car, and I was like, oh, it's Stark. I don't know why. It's just that was had to tell you all about it. It kind of reminds me of Captain Nemo's car from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That sort of ivory white, but it wasn't a convertible. It had a hard top. And it had an American side driving on it. The reason I know is because I walked up to the passenger window, American style. Well, most cars are drivers on the left. Still, it's just weird. It was just a weird thing. Just had to share that with you as Varian dives in once again. A ton of tower shots into Drac, but it's still a kill for the members of this blue team. Pyromania pop by Blaze. Cure pops under the ground. Jet Propulsion not in place, but the body blocks are. And another kill. Papa Smurf so very low. Scatter off the wall to trade into Zul'jin. Gives a reset to Banana. But this top lane fort still being poked at by our blue squad as they find a triple kill. Losing only their Hanzo and maybe a dive onto Banana, who gets the blink away. Sundering from the Thrall. A root as well. Jet Propulsion, and it's a 1-2-3 punch. Alrighty. Hanzo does pick up his level 10. I was watching to see if he's looking for Dragon's Arrow or Dragon's Strike. Gonna go for the Dragon's Arrow. Big AoE stun. Falstead, big Smurf energy. Yeah, Falstead did very, very good in that previous game. There was some pretty decent wind tunnels towards the end of that game. And the first half quickly goes to our blue team. Man, 10 talent tier advantage. Let's actually cycle through the numbers. I forgot to do that earlier on. See how Hanzo's damage is looking. Blaze as well. Healing pathogens spread by the allies. About 18,000 for the Hanzo, but Zul'jin with 22,000 roughly. We're rounding up on these numbers for ease as a fight maybe breaks out. Alarian very healthy going into top lane. He's the more well-defended lane. That keep already being... I think that keeps at 100%, but let's see. The Fetid touches down the Sun Ring from Thrall. He lands a root, finishing out his Frostwolf pack level 4. Scatters from Hanzo, connecting and shredding through the enemy. This is a quick double kill for our blue team as Kier looks for a drag, won't be able to connect. Oh, that's enough damage from Papa Smurf. Able to slice and dice. I like this split push, though. There's a wave here. A triple kill was just had. Hanzo's arrow goes wide.
Now this is pod
Sure. I'm glad the players are thinking of me. Yes. I understand. I've been around the block, fish. Come on now, man. Top lane is going to be a keep that goes down. No? Nicely done. Zul'jin and crew are able to clear out the Immortal. I thought there was enough damage or enough health available to get a few more autos in. Keep stands at a small amount of HP. Next Immortal, if won by the side of our blue squad, will go into bottom lane, at least at the current standings. Collision course from Blaze. We're looking at Varian holding his 13. We saw so much Juggernaut from Varians within the Nations Cup, and I, honest to God, love that we had that adjustment. It's just fun to see a 4% charge, but I didn't think we were going to see Juggernaut here. Lauber did it during the games, but going Juggernaut without the cooldown at level 10, it just feels... It's not, oh god, you can't take them together. Or you didn't take one, you can't take the other. It's just nice to have... You have a 4-second... Every 4 seconds, you can charge for 4% of their max HP. That just seems so synergistic, it's hard to pass up. Of course, Shield Wall, a good way to say, no, you're not dealing damage to me for a few moments. Big arrow to connect into a few enemies from Baby Houdini as the bunker comes down from Blaze. We got a little bit of flames to burninate the enemy. Banana steps in with the nano boost, but the just doesn't work out. Calamity not finding the reset potential. Baby Houdini does go down. I misspoke earlier with the arrow from Hanzo. Hanzo's being played by Gaff right now. Papa Smurf able to back off. Hanzo trying to find a few scatters. Varian steps in, and he's gonna look for the double kill. And he does get one into Ana, but that is enough autos from Zul'jin. Papa Smurf. Is there a Sundering from Thrall? No, there isn't, but he's got pokes with Crash Lightnings, or Chain Lightnings. No Tostitos for the Zul'jin. Dahaka clears up bottom. Top lane Impalers moving on up. Alrighty. 19-9 in kills. The respawns are coming through for just about everyone. And that's a staggered death on Stukov. Maybe, just maybe, our red team's going to reel it back in here. That should be... So they're trading Keep. Keep is going to be given for potentially Immortal. Zul'jin has respawned. Cocoon onto the Thrall. Blaze clears that out. Great scatter from Hanzo, but it's not enough. It's the drag from Cure. He's making some big plays. Pyromania from Blaze. He's trying to stay alive. And the drag. Oh, it's such a good drag. Feeding Frenzy level 7 does get you that cooldown reduction. Banana, the Wave of Force pushes back Drac. Meanwhile, there's damage on Core, but I don't think our red team's too concerned about that. Banana will fall. So at least Varian can find some sort of trade in all of this. Yeah, this tower is going to be able to take down the one catapult there. So, piercing arrow for the Hanzo. We've also got Zul'jin scaling quite a bit with his autos. Isolation onto Captain Rex. Flailing swipes are not enough. Darkmok slammed against the wall, and he'll be able to help out with the kill into Stukov. And just like that, the experience is equalized between these two teams. Oops, wrong button. Look at the minion difference. Look at that minion difference right there. I know there's about 3K for heroes, and you know, there's a little back and forth here and there, but 4K roughly for the minion. And also that passive is down by about 4k. So, and then structure, blah, blah, blah. So, lot of back and forth on these numbers, but right now, it's pretty much parity on the map when it comes to experience. Structurally, well, our red team's gonna start putting in some damage here. Banana got split. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. That was a good one. Banner for the variant at level 16. I'm assuming he'll go Glory the Alliance at 20. Could see Demoralizing Shout. It has been picked up here and there. That's a great Sundering from the Thrall to follow up the Jet Propulsion of Blaze. Toss Dingo from the Zul'jin trying to find some sort of counter kill, but it doesn't work out. Those health bars are just fine. And maybe, just maybe, we'll see this map go over to our blue side after this double kill. They ignore Alarian and Belith in the top lane. Sleep Dart puts Captain Rex to bed for a few seconds. Still 30 on Zul'jin, 25 on the Li Ming as the drag is shy from Cure. Nice Wind Fury into the Frost Wolf. Thrall sets up a kill. Hanzo gets the last bit of damage. It's a triple kill. Our blue team shall be able to take this map as Gunnar on the bottom of our screen is getting a little bit low, trying to play towards that bottom lane keep. Baby Houdini with a couple more autos looking to take down Ana. Gotta pad those stats, of course. Uh-oh. Li Ming, she got one reset. It's obviously a throw. Pyromania is burninating. Oh no, Zul'jin. Oh no, Zul'jin. Oh no, wait, I was joking around. Varian says, maybe I can trade before I die. And Ana laughs in their face. Drag from Cure, maybe? Nah, it's not going to connect. Nice virulent reaction from Stukov. Creates a bit of a window for Hanzo to back off. And I think, yeah, Stukov gets the mount up as well. Oh, yeah, oof, yeah, Gaff, you better run. Welcome back. How was Germany? Amazing. I had such a blast. I had such a good time. I want to work more esports. Working that event gave me a lot of confidence. Not like I'm the shit, I'm the best. It's just like, no, I'm okay at what I do. Like, it was a big confidence booster. It was really nice to work with a lot of people that are skilled at this game and in what they do. So, yeah, I nothing but positive things to say. Like, my luggage got lost on the way home. The flight from Portland to Reno was a nightmare, but honestly, that's not that big of a complaint in the grand scheme of things. Like, the event went off with a hitch. We had like 0 technical issues on broadcast. We had like 1 or 2 little things here and there, but they were so minor that I wouldn't even really say that. I don't even think the audience noticed most of them, or any of them. Oh, Zul'jin finding a ton of chase onto Hanzo. He's not able to get the kill. Scatter still poking. Flailing swipes from Captain Rex. No level 20 upgrade for the controlled chaos. Nano boost onto, is that, oh, okay. For some reason I thought I was on Banana for a second, or onto Cure for a second. I was like, all right, nano boosted to Haka, let's go. But it is a nano boosted Li Ming. And this might be the turn of tables. Red team is finding their 20th talent here. They've got a huge wave in top. Did it help I put unmentionable hero reactions in every Discord picture you posted? Wait, did you really? Did I really not notice it? Where's my buttons?
Team kill!
Wait, hold on. Now I have to go to my Discord. Wait, what? Wait. Did you really sneak this? I didn't even see it. GG. Well played. There's just a this. There's a this from every single reaction. This. Introducing the Partner Plus program. Oh, you mean the thing that's already existed, but they, yeah. Trixler and Keldor were talking about like the Twitch changes and contracts and the 70-30 split, and I was like, oh, very nice damage, Papa Smurf. I was like, I never ever got a deal. I never have been on front page of Twitch. I don't have a partner manager. I don't have any of the stuff that you guys are like upset about. And they were like, no, every partner gets it. I was like, no, they don't. No. And Phoenix. Wait, where's the Phoenix? I don't see it. Oh! I didn't realize that's Phoenix. I didn't hover over it till just now. I don't know why, but I thought it was like a gold shining something. I didn't hover it until just now. That's clever girl. All right, red team wins. No one gets points. I mean, you just get your points back, I guess. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, I had, like, seriously, I had so much fun. I had so much fun in Germany. I want to work more esport events. It just makes me want to. It makes me want to learn other esports as well to potentially go do stuff. So, yeah, I had such a fun time. I felt very at home. Like, there was definitely some anxiety, some nerves here and there, but I felt so, like, at home with what I was doing and comfortable as well. And traveling to Berlin was just, that was so cool. I haven't been to Europe since 2009. So it's been a little bit. Okay. All right, we're just waiting on a lobby for map 3. But Bandit, according to the people that were watching Bandit, this was the best he ever was when they watched him. As I said before, not that he's a bad dog or difficult. He's not Copper. But they were saying that there's another dog that they've also been watching because of just neighbors and blah 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 blah. And it's a little bit younger, and at first Bandit didn't like the dog at all. He did not like Darby, and now he's absolutely in love with her. I think they're boyfriend and girlfriend. It's just so cute. It's just so adorable. So he's got it like the entire time. He had a blast. Yesterday while I was playing Diablo 4, Bandit was so tired. He was doing the thing that he was sitting up and he was just falling asleep over there while I was playing Diablo 4. He was trying to stay awake, but he was absolutely so tuckered out from his week, just running around with Copper, running around with Darby. Yeah, it was adorable. So happy, very happy about that. Very happy that he had a good time. He didn't miss me or anything like that. Ben is a precious bean, indeed he is. Give me 1 second, I have to blow my nose. Give me 1 second, I have to blow my nose. Let's get rid of some ads while we're chilling here as well. Let's get rid of some ads. Nope, wrong camera. Blop. And blop. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. There we go. But yeah, we have some streams coming up for the rest of this week. Today is Heroes for pretty much all of the day. We'll talk about Germany. We'll hang out, tell some stories. Maybe after the EU in-houses, maybe we'll go through some of the photos from the event. If you're not in the Discord, you didn't see the photos. Maybe we'll go through some of those. Tomorrow is Elden Ring Randomizer. Tomorrow we're continuing our Elden Ring Randomizer. Does anyone know? Has anyone done Elden Ring Randomizer in chat? Do I just launch Elden Ring or do I have to launch it from the randomizer? I forget. I forget what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to launch it through the randomizer app, but I'll message Cav after stream if he's not in here. Saturday is... What are we doing on Saturday again? I think it's just Heroes of the Storm, right? What's the Saturday day? Saturday is Heroes of the Storm and whatever else I feel like doing, and then I'm going to go meet up with some friends and tell them about Germany. And then Sunday we're doing a breakfast cooking stream. Sunday we're doing a breakfast cooking stream. I am making breakfast skillet. So we're doing like the big breakfast skillet with potatoes. I've been unfreezing the chorizo, so we're going to do potatoes, chorizo, bacon, a little bit of sausage, obviously eggs, and then we'll also be making banana bread muffins too. We'll also be making banana bread muffins because we had a little sub goal for that. Y'all wanted it. I'm down for banana bread muffins. And then I'll have Monday off, and then next week we're pretty much going to go back to our normal schedule. Tuesday will be Heroes of the Storm playing all day. Wednesday will be StarCraft and whatever else I feel like doing. Thursday will probably be casting again. Friday will be Elden Ring Randomizer, and then Saturday and Sunday will be, you know, Heroes, and then probably casting on Sunday or something. Maybe a little bit of extra StarCraft over the weekends. I do want to do a little bit more StarCraft 2 casting now too. I want to now that we're back from now that Nations Cup is done. I have a little bit more time to do more StarCraft 2 casting, so I want to do a little bit more here and there. And I know there was some event stuff happening after I got back from Germany. I also got hit up by someone. Do you guys know the predecessor? It's like, it's, if you remember Paragon, it was the third person MOBA, and then they made Predecessor, which is supposed to revitalize that game or whatever. Lauber was playing a ton of it. I got a message from some guy who wanted me to do work for that game, whether it be commentary or content. So I have to talk to him, see if there's money in it. And if there is, I mean, we'll do some of that as well. I would guess you launch it from the Rando app, and then it would take yeah, because for Dark Souls 1, you run the randomizer, and then it edits your files, and then you just launch Dark Souls 1 from Steam. So I'm not sure if Elden Ring Randomizer works the same way, where it edits your core files, and then you just, whenever you launch it, you're still in that randomized. The big thing is I don't want to launch it and accidentally re-randomize everything, because I know where Melania is, at least Phase 1 Melania. Phase 1 Melania is where Godric the Grafted is, so we can avoid that for now, and I just don't want to get her to be spawned somewhere else. That's the big thing. I just don't want to deal with her right now. I want to get to a high enough level so I can feel confident in the fight. Becca the Witch, good to see you. Good day, favorite caster, did great in Berlin. Thank you for the kind words, I appreciate it. I had so much fun. I want to do more esports events, and it just gave me the motivation and drive to work hard and get myself there. I don't think I'm going to be hired for DreamHack StarCraft 2 anytime soon. But Stormgate's coming out. It puts us on the board. I have some good moments from the event as well for some of my play-by-plays and stuff, so I'm going to make a new highlight reel, caster highlight reel as well. So yeah, a lot of good things came from this. A lot of fun, a lot of good times. So we're back. We are here in map number 3 in our EU in-houses today. We've got on the left-hand side our blue team, on the red side it's our right team. These are the Raven Court EU in-houses, standard draft style. If you want to know more about it, exclamation Raven in chat. DreamHack, but the international def, yeah. Well, it's just, you know, other games that have esports still around them. StarCraft kind of feels saturated is a good word for it. Not in the sense of if I try and do it, I won't be able to get any viewers. Not like that, but they're saturated in the amount of casters they have. Because I applied to ESL for casting, and then if you get into ESL, you can do the EPT cups or the cups that happen early on in the week. But they have so many English casters, my viewership isn't, I'm not like grubby or anything like that. So I'm not high on the list. Like if I had like 1,000 viewers concurrently, whatever I did, and I applied, they'd probably be like, okay, yeah, let's get you in. But my numbers aren't crazy high, so I'm not a priority for them, which is understandable. Anyways, we have a Lucio, Hogger, Medivh, and a Genji to be banned away. Liking to see it. So far, we don't have to deal with the Genji diving in the backline, Medivh shenanigans. Lucio on this map is fantastic, as well as Hogger. And we get into our first few picks of the game. I'm so excited to get back into Elden Ring tomorrow for Suffering. Oh, and Wayne's World in Discord tomorrow night at 3 o'clock PDT. So, that's like 27 hours from now, roughly. We'll be watching Wayne's World in Discord if you want to join in. It's a good time if you've never seen it, or if it's been a while. Blaze first pick. I just realized 100% I'm going to play Diablo 4 while I'm watching Wayne's World. I feel like the vast majority of people that will come to watch Wayne's World will also be playing Diablo 4. I'll probably just do side quests and level on the side so that way I can like half pay attention. So, Tyrael Leoric at the start. Still need a healer for both sides. This isn't Nations Cup, this isn't Meta Madness, so we have just about everything up and available outside of our bans at the top of the screen. I was wondering if we'd see the Yoink for the Anduin. Another Zul Jin? I like it. I like the Zul Jins. If this is a OTP, a one-trick pony on Zul Jin, I'm still fine with it. I don't get to cast... I feel like I don't get to cast that much of Zul Jin, so very happy to be checking him out. Also, speaking of checking things out, we have the brand new Darkstar from Corsair. This was the mouse I was hinting at yesterday on Twitter. Very comfortable. I will say that I am bopping one of the buttons here and there with the back of my thumb, but I am also getting used to the mouse, so very comfortable. I am playing Druid, and I'm going bear build. Because my brain, I'm not gonna min-max. I'm not sitting there being like, what are the most optimal talents for blah blah blah. I am going bear build. I want to be a bear. I am going to be a bear. So I chose the Druid, and I made myself Holga the bear. Well, you can't do like the bear, but I'm Holga. I thought it was perfect. I'm big bear lady. It's also sad. It's very satisfying.
The crusade calls.
You finish your story on Necromancer and hardcore main story on Barbarian. Now you're thinking of whether I level Necro or play a rogue sorcerer. Storm Druid. It has the best spell effects. Interesting. How are you doing today, Ogmura? Unbridled energy. I told you we're gonna be very distracted today. I'm super happy to be back streaming and chatting with all of you. I'll do my best to do some coverage for the games, but yeah, I've missed streaming. I miss chatting with all of you, and I miss joking around. We got ourselves another draft. Will y'all make predictions? Okay, Stream Deck did some update, and God, it just runs so slow.
Listen.
I don't know why it update. Okay, maybe there's a Stream Deck update that I'm missing, and that's the reason it's being weird. Does this do that? No. Okay, I gotta fix something after stream today. Bloody Ren Barbarian leveled a sorcerer a bit. Yeah, seriously, I'm having fun just being a gigantic bear. So that's my game plan. You don't clear everything insanely quick, but you still... it's a very satisfying... It's very satisfying to play in, like, how you damage and move, and... It's a very fun game. It's worth the money I spent on it. Left-hand side of our map, we've got the blue team. Keep in mind, there is a gamble going if you want to bet on which team's going to win here. Team of Spider Queen. Baby Houdini on the Leoric, or Way, as I'm just going to shorten it to. Ultra playing the Kerrigan. Drag to play the Tracer. Hunter on the Malfurion, and Wit playing that Tyrael. To the east side of our map, Cure on this Cassia. Papa Smurf back on the Zul Jin. Darkmok playing Joanna. Captain Rex pulling people away with Anduin. And last but not least, in the bottom lane, we're going to be seeing Stark on the Blaze. Hey, Centel, how you doing? Pleasure meeting me in Berlin. It was an absolute blast meeting so many of you in Berlin. I hope you got home safe. I hope you had a good time. And I hope you got some good food. The best meal I had was one of my caster meals, and it was just meatballs and mashed potatoes and gravy. It was so good. Just very, very tasty. And now we're talking about Diablo 4 and stuff like that, and just hanging out, having a good time, as that's Ultralisk making a rotation to bottom. Pyromania popped by the Blaze, as Wei can't get the body block with the Wraith in time. Blaze able to back out of bottom lane. Nice root, Pulse Bomb, Leap of Faith. Papa Smurf is alive. No kill on Azula Jin. 0-0 on kills here on Tomb of Spider Queen, map number 4. 3. Oh, we got 10-69. Let's go. Big gambles here. Got some big gambles coming out. Back and forth rotations from mid to top. Bottom lane has been left for just but a moment. Blaze helping out with this camp. Should see the Leoric really soon and is already making his way back into this. Wit with the anchor in the bush between the rotations. And Wade does check if Stark's on that bottom lane Siege Giant camp. Sees no one down there. Continues to soak things up in bottom. Breaking the Spectral... Nope, the Drain Hope. Spectral leeches a talent. Breaking the Drain Hope with the Jet Propulsion out. Kerrigan works on the camp on this left-hand side. Meanwhile, our red team camp is going to start crashing into the gate. Zul'jin picking up some free stacking off Wit. He's trying to find an angle back into all this, poking at the wave themselves, but this is red team shredding through the mid lane fort front gate. They press the wave into the fort, back off, and go back into double soak rotations. Both teams around 30 stacks. Drac wants to sustain damage. Nice Leap of Faith. Captain Rex saves Papa Smurf, who's able to tap well. Kerrigan Ravage, Upheaval, or Impale. No combo connection. Also, the Paralyzing Rage for Leoric at level 4 gives him the extra slow, now at 60%. Good Condemn. Wit taking a ton of damage. 8 stacks already for Papa Smurf. Iron Skin for the Johanna eats the combo of Kerrigan. Blaze poking on bottom, sees them down here, can't do the 2v1. Cassia, meanwhile, manages mid. Cure slowly clearing this wave, and I like that there's no major rush in this. The gate isn't taking tons of damage. The wave is far enough forward, and my apologies, First Blood will be Tyrael falling. Nice chunk of stack still for the Zul'jin. 4 to go if he wants to get that 1.1 range increase. Subdue for the Johanna, 11 stacks on Cures. Lightning Fury, Kerrigan at 14 at 75, and rising quickly on that with this mid lane clear. Well, it's not actually that quick because the Johanna did have a shield glare delaying things out. And Zul'jin poking out here and there as well. Both teams have an available turn in. We'll see who is able to get these chunk of gems into the clutch. Ultralisk looking for it. Gonna be delayed out by a Divine Star from Captain Rex. Oh, Cure? Oh, it's still alive. Papa Smurf hovering around low HP, but that's fine since the Recklessness was picked at level 1. Faster stacking, but a root. There's no Tostitos. Is there enough for a kill? Desperate Prayer will give a huge health bolster to that Zul'jin, who will have tons of sustained damage, but Kerrigan's combo sets up. Subdue from Johanna will be done. Cassia the one to fall. Ultralisk with 23 to turn in out of the 50, or out of the 20 needed, I think it was. So the blue web weavers descend in favor of, get this, the blue team. Darkmog doesn't get interrupted in that. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Somebody will auto-attack the Johanna, I'm sure of it. Web weavers descend for our blue squad. How much can they get with this? Of course, let's go ahead and cycle through those numbers. Actually, mid lane, Kerrigan finds a nice pull combo into the Zul'jin. He falls dead for the next 18 seconds. Really don't want to lose someone just as the web weavers get in the lane. Tracer pushes up top. Blaze clearing out bottom. And the rest of our blue team making great work in mid. Kerrigan playing off the root of Malfuri, and Cure might be the target, dropping low. Decent amount of armor for Cure. Darkmoth takes a pulse bomb to the face, and Johanna will fall. Oh, that's a rough stagger death just as the Zul'jin respawns. Tracer, as I mentioned, pushed up the wave and top. The fort front gate will fall. Kerrigan makes the rotation up. And the 10 talent here, almost here, for our blue team. Nicely done. How's bottom lane going? Wow. Stark Blaze taking a ton of damage from the... I don't know why that keeps locking like that. Not sure why it keeps locking like that. But either way, fantastic siege had by our blue squad. They'll hit level 10s first. Sanctification. We have the Sticky Bomb, if I'm not mistaken. Ultralisk for, guess what? Ultralisk. Tranquility for the Malfurion, and Entomb for Leoric. Cure might be caught between a Kerrigan and an enemy team. And a Leap of Faith from Anduin. Leoric trying to find an Entomb, Way not able to do so, and has to back away with the Wraith Walk. Okay. I was wondering if Leoric went into any other augmented Drain Hope talents, but this is just the range increase with the Hopelessness at level 7. He was just getting fantastic sustain, or he was actually chunking the Blaze quite a bit. But speaking of chunking, Way is so very low. Baby Houdini will be falling for the next few moments. A little bit less than 20 if they do land that Drain Hope in the Ghost form. Captain Rex going for the channel. Nice jet propulsion from Blaze. Wit delayed out. And 1 gem necessary for the turn-in. Who's got it? 13. Oh, yeah, it's anyone but Anduin, pretty much. And maybe Darkmock's got it right here. What can our red team do? Valkyrie, by the way, for Cassia, she's going fishing for a few enemies. Bunker Blaze, Light Bomb, maybe Valkyrie into Light Bomb sort of deal. Or even Light Bomb and Defend. Cure takes a huge Sticky Bomb. Has a nice chunky slow on that one as the Web Weavers have descended into lanes favoring the members of our red team. Top lane on that Fort Front Gate Blaze. Trying to push up bottom, but Leoric's got quick work on that one, I do expect. Mid lane's the target. Trying to take down this fort. Only 1 structure's fallen so far. That's a Valkyrie from Cure connecting into Malfurion. A nice kill as Zul'jin finds their 30th stack on that baseline. He's got the revolve on the cleave. As you can see right there, he's got the extra revolve, but now big rotation into bottom lane as the Web Weavers are cleared out. Mid's still available. Jet Propulsion doesn't get the stun into Way. As Baby Houdini drains onto Stark. Leap of Faith, bunker down, and Zul'jin's the one to fall in the clutch turn-in area. A chase continues as the Ultralisk and Tracer and also Ultralisk on the Kerrigan rush into bottom lane. We still have that mid lane Web Weaver pushing up. Mid lane Web Weaver still being a nuisance as it does naturally expire. Both teams with an available turn in. The clutch can be turned into in 11 seconds. No one frees. No one freeing the Harrison Jones. I think Transparent showed that in one of the games. I feel like there was a game where Transparent like snuck their way over here and was trying to click on the gem and then went back. I swear to God, Transparent did that. I thought about talking about some of those things, but I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? Ooh, that's a very good light bomb for the sustained lockdown into, or the sustained chase into Tyrael. Will he get any cooldown reduction on Death Timer? Nope. Didn't look like it went down at all. The blue team does get their turn in. It's 13 apiece on our levels. We've got the Royal Focus, I believe it is. No, Ominous Wraith. I always flip those. Ominous Wraith at level 13 for this Leoric. You saw it too? Okay, so at least I'm not crazy. Yeah, someone else saw it. Good. I was thinking about it for a second. I was like, did that actually happen? Am I losing my mind? Well, they're gonna be losing a Blaze here in bottom lane. I don't think this bunker's gonna be enough. Leap of Faith from Anduin. Maybe. Nah, Tracer gets a blink. She closes the distance and Blaze falls. This Web Weaver phase looks like it's going to push out some of the waves, but I don't think much more than that. Oh, there is an Ultralisk that was taking a bit of damage. Fight breaks out in the corridor over here. Light Bomb cleansed away by Hunter Arc really quickly, and Entomb onto Captain Rex. Kerrigan ravaging in. And an Anduin will fall. Papa Smurf's got the Tostitos. Gonna try and find some sort of counter kill with the Tostitos, the Tostingo, if you will. But it's Kerrigan picking up a double kill. Ultralisk making fantastic plays on this Kerrigan. Tracer moves to bottom lane. The Web Weaver does push things up. As I mentioned, the Web Weavers naturally lose health over time. 43 gems out of the 60, 17 to go for the side of our blue team. It's about 6 lanes of minions. Or 6 waves of minions. Joanna has to use the Blessed Shield to disengage. That's a nice Valkyrie from Kira to try and turn the moment around. Kerrigan gets a Ravage to a minion, but can she get out? A huge Condemn from Darkmonk. The Sanctification, and it's calling ambulance, but not for Kerrigan. She's gonna live. Wei is gonna go down. It's a trade for the Joanna. All right. Back and forth trade. Turn-in does go... Oh, easily. That's 29 and 40. They've got more than that already turned in. Blue team lost a lot of gems there. Are you looking for this noise? Hello, Stream Deck? Stark on Blaze with 43 gems. You don't want to be losing those anytime soon. That's nearly a back-to-back turn-in for your team. Actually, they have nearly back... that is just about back-to-back turn. I think they'll need 5 more. They're at 55 right now. Which, if no one falls, that'll be enough at the end of this Web Weaver phase for back-to-back. Now that's Ultralisk so very low, tries to Ravage onto Captain Rex, and Ultralisk is the one to go down. We have a very low Anduin who drops the Chastise. He will be traded in the moment. Some gems dropped on the ground. No one picking those up. I think they did expire. And the top lane fort does go down. The bottom lane fort taking a ton of damage from this Web Weaver phase. Oh, it's looking promising to our red squad. Nicely done in top lane. Web Weaver does have the summonables, which are the true value here. They tank a lot of damage. They push up the waves. They have rapid auto attacks.
My web weavers have fallen.
Kerrigan up in 2. We've got Darkmonk in mid lane. Oh, by the way, while I was in Germany, I talked about how little I slept. Between day 0 and the first day of casting, in 48 hours, I had slept, I did the math, I slept 5 to 6 hours in 48 hours because of just, like, excitement, not being able to sleep, doing work around the venue, all that stuff. I'd say in the 3 days of the event, day 0 is what we call Friday, the day before, where you do, if there's any player interviews, photos, if you want to try and convince one of the casters to wear a flannel, a Hawaiian shirt, maybe. That's stuff you do on day 0. But, oh, man. And all of that, I drank maybe a quarter of a sugar-free Red Bull. That's all the caffeine I had the entire time I was in Europe. I drank a quarter of a sugar-free Red Bull during the 3rd best of 5 I was casting. I'm honestly unsure how I did it. Is Blaze fine? No. Wait. Oh, Leorc should be able to close the distance. But the thing is, since they chased all the way down here, that's a give and keep. Are they just going core at this point? You've got a 49 stacked Zul Jin. He's got Tostingo available. No 20 talent here. Papa Smurf very low, but that's where he wants to be. Tranquility from the Malfear will be utilized as the Light Bomb from Anduin zones back the enemy. Cassia, the first one to go down. Tostitos popped by the Zul Jin, and they rush at core. The red team takes map number 3. GG will play decisively called at the end. All right, chat, some big payouts here. Big payouts for the winning team. Big payouts. Whew. Them some channel points. As a reminder, these EU in-houses will go up on YouTube, but I'm not going to do any spoiler-free stuff. I'm just going to literally chuck the VOD up there. I've done it in the past where I've just thrown up the VOD, and people seem to like some of these long in-house stream VODs for YouTube, so it gets decent viewership, so why not just keep doing it? Also, I'm gonna start running out of Nations Cup stuff for the stream, so I'm gonna need, or not for stream, for the for YouTube. Hey Hector, what's up, bud? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're nice and cozy. Hope you and the family are having a great time. I need to go. I want more tea, honestly. It's only noon. Kind of want another cup. But yeah, we're hanging out. We're talking about Germany. We're casting some in-houses. We're having a nice cozy Thursday. Back to streaming full time. Gotta kill that. And if you've been playing Diablo 4, hope you've been enjoying it. I played it a bit off stream yesterday on my day off, and it was very, very good. That's why. Okay. Also, I am using the brand new, it was announced today, I got it in the mail actually quite literally right when I got home. We are using the Darkstar. Do I have a big camera? There we go. We are using the brand new Corsair Darkstar. It's an extremely comfortable mouse. It is their new MOBA MMO mouse. If you are a MOBA player and you want a lot of buttons, those are very, very there's a button there as well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are DPI changers. There's profile buttons here as well. It's a fantastic looking mouse. It's extremely comfortable too. That's the big thing as well. It's very, very comfortable in the hand. So if you'd like to check it out, !Corsair in chat. Get yourself over to the website. I'm assuming they'll be pushing on their website. Maybe I should have made a Darkstar command, but it is what it is. So I'm going to test this mouse out. I usually use, so here, by comparison, actually, while we're waiting for our next lobby. So this is what I use. I use this one right here. This is the Qatar Elite. It's very, very comfortable. Ooh, you can see Bandit through the mouse, but this one, it's very lightweight. I would say this is kind of double the weight, but it's not a super heavy mouse by any means. It also has Bluetooth, or I'm using just the wireless, the 2.4 gigahertz. You also have a plug-in in the front of it as well. So I like it a lot. It's super comfortable in my hand. The only thing I gotta used to is one of the buttons. I keep kind of hitting the button on the back by accident. I'm just not used to having it there, so it's just small adjustments. But it's not like, oh my god, I keep accidentally hitting and it's getting in the way or anything like that. Okay, no messages about my luggage. I am just waiting for a lobby so I can run and grab a cup of tea. Otherwise, I hope you all had a great week. I miss doing streaming. I miss hanging out with all of you. And we're back to full-time streaming. Does anyone know when Blizzard's gonna announce the stuff for... Does anyone know when they're going to announce the Blizzard stuff, or the BlizzCon stuff? I thought they were going to do it like mid-June, and we're kind of in mid-June right now, no? Today's the 15th, and there's 30 days in June. I cannot break the habit of hitting T to go back to town in Diablo 4. Stupid muscle memory. What is it now? Can't you just rebind it, or no? Partner Plus program. What is... Let's see what this... Oh, we got a lobby, I think. Sorry, I need to run to the bathroom. I want to grab another cup of tea. I want to know what this Partner Plus bullshit is. Today we're doing Partner Plus for a new program to build towards blah, blah, blah. The partner benefit will offer 70% share on net subscription to streamers who meet the qualified criteria. Oh, okay. Fuck you, Twitch. They literally killed all of their Partner Plus program, and then they're restarting it. Streamers on Partners program receive 70/30 revenue on subscriptions for 12 months up to $100,000. To qualify, partners must maintain a sub count of 350 reoccurring paid subscription for 3 consecutive months. Once that happens, we're automatically... Okay, we have to basically keep... It's also not gifted subs or prime subs. Shut up! What a fucking joke, Twitch. I'm sorry, but what a joke, Twitch. I was about to be like, we can do it, chat! Sorry, I had to get water and start the tea before this next draft, and it looks like I'm just in time, just about. All right, we'll talk more about this partner bullshit after this game right here. Wanted to go watch a bit of Heroes International Games is most. Yeah, it was Ektar. It was so good. Welcome back, Mr. International Caster. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words, Kalis. I saw part of your message in Discord, and I'm very, very sad, though. Sorry to see that, bud. I really hope they don't let you go. I really hope they don't let you go. That's such a bummer. Twitch really seems to be making questionable decisions all the time. Yes, let's fire all of our people and just... The reason we have the reason we have the amount of subs we have is because I have a very generous community that is just very, very, very generous and very nice to me. So I'd love for one day for us to be part of the this Partner Plus program, but it's a long road for me to have 350 concurrent different subs that are not gifted and stuff like that. Twitch doing the best of remote YouTube streaming. The decision was already made while I was on vacation, it seems. That's such horseshit, man. I'm so sad. I'm so angry to see my friends getting let go here and there. Stupid. I'm really, really annoyed by that. Samuro Abathur, let's go. I like this a lot, Soaking. I like this a lot. I'm really happy to see a Samuro Abathur on Curse Hollow. This would be a really fun map number 4 today. I don't know, man. I don't want to swap off of Twitch streaming by any means because I've built a decent momentum here, but I mean, I think I saw Grubby was streaming on YouTube now. Grubby's trying out YouTube streaming. Fortunately, Dutch laws protect people from just getting randomly randomly getting fired, especially when you make a contract less indefinite, but basically I now have a choice of taking this to court, which isn't good for either side, or make a deal with them where I agree to leave and they give me some compensation. My dad so this is the United States, so obviously, they do whatever they want and they just, good luck. Like when they lost my luggage, or no, when the airlines quite literally said, we may not take you to Reno, we may take you to Sacramento, and if you land in Sacramento, we will not reimburse you for renting a car, we will not give you a hotel room, even if you rebook your flight tonight at the Portland airport, they're not gonna give you hotel room or a money comp, because weather, fucking just, I literally, when I talked to the woman, and I was going through these things, I was like, okay, I'm confirming with you right now, and she's like, yes. I quite literally, because I just got back in the United States, I looked at her, I go, I fucking hate this country, and I just walked away, and I could hear her be like, yeah, me too. Even she was just like, yeah. The best description I've heard of Twitch moves is that they have a classic TV man at the head. Oh, so once again, it's some old white dude who has no fucking idea what he's talking about, like Overwatch. Where Overwatch people were like, oh, I want Overwatch to be like Monday Night Football. And it's like, you want a video game about guns and a monkey from the moon who shoots a laser cannon to be like Monday Night Football. What fucking planet do you live on, you moron? Well, I want it to be like this. It's not. I want my steak and eggs to be like, I don't know, a potato casserole. It's like, what the fuck do you, what? How? You're asking for something that's just, oh god, I hate it. On the left-hand side, we got our blue team. We got ourselves an Abathur, Samuro, Cassia, Anduin, and a Anubarak. On the right-hand side of the map, we are going to be looking at a Sylvanas Blaze, Brightwing, Zarya, and a Lost Vikings. I forgot to start a prediction because I was rambling about other stuff. So let's make this right now. Which team wins Cursed Hollow? Start prediction. Start prediction. It has begun.
Hey, listen.
Get your gambles in if you'd like to gamble. Steak and ends sounds good, yeah. It was, I was trying to figure out something. Like, I was trying to make a ridiculous comparison to two different things. Like, I just, But what about the shareholders? Think of the poor shareholders. But you wouldn't be making money in the first place if it wasn't for the base game. The shareholders are just a thing because the game was doing so well. Like, you have shareholders because you have success in a game. Like, it doesn't make sense to me, man. It doesn't make sense. Why are we putting people who don't do anything or play these games ahead of the people who do things and play these games? It's just boggling the mind. You can't reasonably expect planes to fly where they're supposed to when there's weather. Stop talking about shareholders and start talking about stakeholders. I agree, BRB soaking, yeah. Players, casters, success hold stakes in the success of the game. I agree. I absolutely agree. We're the ones that they should be catering to, not some guy who's like, well, my stock is good. It makes me angry. It just really, it's just flustering. Well, what isn't flustering is watching some Heroes of the Storm, hanging out and chatting, because we have got Cursed Hollow map number 4. We had some nice gambling on this one. Thank you all for taking part. Wit is going to take a bit of damage. Papa Smurf with a jet propulsion to the face. The polymorph from Brightwing, and Papa Smurf is able to back away without falling here. Wit still very low a little. Oh, I thought there was going to be a particle grenade. There was! Particle grenade from Zarya. Max range finds the kill. First blood over to the side. Excuse me, first kill for the side of our red team. As our blue crew does pick up another kill. In this top lane on the Sylvanas, first objective will be spawning here. Samuro still pressuring the mid lane. We got Vikings in mid and bottom. We've got... Oh, Darkmok. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful here. 8 globes on the Vikings. And regen is 6.9 per second. Very nice, very nice. Oh, Darkmok leashed by accident. Rough. Darkmok doing their best to micro 2 Vikings. One being the Olaf up against Samuro here. I think Eric's being left to his devices in bottom lane. The objective phase will be channeled in 1 by our blue squad. I was not expecting that. Oh, no, sorry. Flip things in my head. Yes, I should have. Sorry for being late to it. What's going on with Twitch and YouTube? I know you had some weird-ass thing roll back. Oh! They're making new rules that... So they killed their secret partner program, and then they publicly announced their secret partner program. There was the whole thing where certain partners had a 70-30 split. Now Twitch announced that they have a Partner Plus program, and to be part of that, you need 350 concurrent subs. And I was like, oh, like maybe we make that a sub goal. Like obviously we do our fun sub goals, double movie nights in Discord. We'll do Baja Ross raffles, all that stuff. But then it was pointed out to me, because I hadn't finished the article yet because this draft started. It was pointed out to me that it has to be individual subs, not primes and not gifted subs. So I would need 350 tier 1 subs, which is just ridiculous. Like, cool, Twitch. Cool. Thank you very much. Very cool, Twitch. Microing Baylog on Easy Camp is the worst. Your favorite starter, the speed of technology advancement isn't nearly as important as the short-term quarterly gains. God forbid the stock market, the stock prices drop a little bit. God forbid. Another connection into Papa Smurf with the jet propulsion. Polymorph into Wit, who's trying to back away. Cassia looking for some sustained damage in this fight as the phase shift from Brightwing will bolster the health of Blaze, Stark, and Banana trying to back out of here. The impale from Leoric, or from Nubrak. Rodney, Leoric's not even in this game. Slows down Banana. And it seems like our red team will survive for now. Papa Smurf now on the retreat with the rest of the allies. A little back and forth here. We're playing catch with Dad in the mid lane. Throwing the ball back and forth. Jet propulsion from Blaze does not connect. Baylog goes down to the Nexus forces in, I believe, the top lane. Oh, the particle grenade sniping Cassia. Papa Smurf will fall. And Mule doing his little best to heal up this mid lane fort. The Black Arrows from Sylvanas are activated so they can dive beyond the fort. And Gunner will go down. Another particle grenade snipe. 10 talents here for our red squad. We've got Play Again Vikings, Expulsion Zone, Blink Heal, Wailing Arrow, and of course Bunker for the Blaze.
Destroy the fort.
Why do gift subs suddenly matter less? Well, it's because they won't, because the way that Twitch, this is how I look at it. Twitch probably said, okay, we'll do Partner Plus, and you have to have 350 subs. And there was someone in the board meeting who was like, well, but if there's one generous viewer who always keeps the sub count above 350, or if the streamer themselves gifts subs to push that up to 350, everyone can be part of the Partner Plus program. So how can we make this more difficult for our Twitch streamers? Ah, I know. Let's not count primes or gifted subs. That way, the barrier of entry is higher. I mean, Twitch literally says you need X amount of hours and 75 average viewers to become a partner. I had that for, what was it, 4 or 6 months in a row, and I didn't get partner. It wasn't until I had like 75 average viewers for like almost 8 months or something like that. And then finally they accepted me into partner, because the first time they were like, we want to watch you for a little bit longer. Because once people get partner, their viewership typically drops down. I was just like, I'm hitting the stats you want me to hit. Why are we making up new rules all of a sudden? So it's just Twitch. Twitch has always been like this. It's just becoming more in the forefront because everyone's pointing out the dumb shit they're doing. Boston top lane does take down... Well, actually, no. The Mule comes out. We've got Abathur Hat as well. Wit will fall. This siege may continue through the top lane as well. Vikings working on that bottom lane boss. We've got a Baylog Olaf. He's waiting for the channel. This could be cursed in favor of a red team as they've got 2 out of 3 of these tributes. Twitch wants reoccurring reliable subscriptions, primes, and gifts that aren't. Yeah, like I see what they're doing, but I still think it's horse shit because I can't. It's less attainable for me. That's why it's horse shit. One day, you know what? One day we'll be able to achieve it. One day we'll be able to achieve it. I have that positivity for the stream. I do think we're not on an exponential gain, but we're still on a positive track overall with our stream as Papa Smurf's health is dwindling here, but at the same time, Captain Rex is getting low as to get inside the bunker. The Cassia will fall. Captain Rex, the target of Samuro's Burning Blade. Easily able to Haunting Wave off. The Blink Heal from Brightwing, good. And Wit drops an Impaled, so he can get out of here as well. Oh no? Oh yes. Wait. 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 Where is it? There we go. Ultralisk is hard inting their build. Expulsion Zone does. Oh, the Wailing Arrow goes wide. They can't get the Anubarak kill. They can't find... Whoa, hold on. The damage is really good for Zari with the particle grenades. Chunking into Gunner. The sustained damage from Sylvanas. They get the kill. Cassia with the Valkyrie, but it's calling ambulance for you, Cassia, as the polymorph onto Papa Smurf will not be enough for a kill. Unfortunately, one Viking does go down. The core shield is exposed. We've got good sustained damage here. Another bunker from Blaze. 16 talent to your advantage. The core rapidly falling. Papa Smurf low. The clone of Abathur will be cleared out quickly. Stun with the large and in charge. Papa Smurf and Blaze Twin Flame takes them down. Banana unsure of whether or not to hearth back or to end the game, but it is our red team taking map number 4 of the day. GG, well played. Which team wins Cursed Hollow? It was the red team. It was the red team who beat out Abathur and friends. Sorry, I'm just double checking. Power Trio, thank you for the follow a little bit ago. Appreciate that. I'm going to leave you on talents. I'm going to go grab another cup of tea, and I'll see you in a minute. Where is it? Okay. Is there any allure to going to YouTube for streaming? Seems like YouTube is even more, with their rulings and decisions. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to break off of Twitch. I've built a pretty good community here on Twitch and stuff like that. I don't know if I would try that. Back from meetings for a bit. Welcome back, Tessa. YouTube does traditionally pay a lot better than other platforms. Alright, let's see. So streamers, Partner Plus, blah, blah, blah. 350 reoccurring paid subscriptions for 3 consecutive months. Once that happens, partners will be automatically enrolled for the next...
Go, dude!
Nancy! Holy heck, the generosity. Movie night! Indeed, we did it, the movie night sub goal. Thank you, Nancy. The last night I was there, I made a bunch of new sub goal ideas and things to hit and organization. So July is hit, so we have 2 movies in July. Next up is going to be Horathon's not till closer to there. Prey emotes later on as well. Best of Baja 8 later on. I have to talk to Corsair about that. Another challenge Baja Ross is later on. I remember I made one of the sub goals. I was like, oh, what if I continue playing Sekiro? Well, that's down the road. I wrote down cover paper Baja Ross. Oh, right, because he does the contact paper and stuff, so I'd have to buy it. We're back onto the cycle of picking up cooking streams and stuff. So let's see what our August cooking stream sub goal will be. Hope you're feeling well, Nancy. Hope your nap was good. We automatically roll into the next. Way to go, dude! So the next cooking is July cooking. Or no, August cooking. We have July cooking already, and that's pretzels and beer cheese. So you can say August cooking stream. And we will update this. That's not how you spell stream. Stream, save. Did I spell August right? Yes, I did. All right. Thank you again, Nancy, for pushing for that sub goal. I very much appreciate it. Got a new one up already and good to go for us as we get into the draft. Are you feeling well? I mean, I'm at the point where I'm like, I want to try it again. I want to try and see if maybe if I go back to it after a break, maybe I do like it. Okay, so the Partner Plus program will launch October 1st, 2023. Streamers that meet the qualification criteria in July, August, and September will be enrolled in the program and notified in November. Our focus has always been inspiring, growing, sustaining Twitch streamers all around the world. Twitch, you lying sack of shit. No, you don't. You know what's funny? It says nothing in here about the primes or the gifted subs, which is such malarkey. Now that I'm supposed to gently move my arm, it sucks, but it'll get better soon. Oh, I wish you a speedy recovery, Nancy. I really do. I really hope you, I hope it's an easy, speedy recovery. Our focus has been inspiring, growing, and sustaining Twitch streamers all around us so we can bleed them dry. Yeah. All right. Their editor must have forgotten the last part. I like how, yeah, I love that because that article makes it seem like I could get 350 concurrent subs through the month of July, August, and September, and I would be in the Partner Plus program. But I don't think that's gonna happen, is it? That's way to give false hope, Twitch. Way to give some false hope in your unclear and oh, it's almost like Twitch has done this for the last 2 weeks because they also announced all the partner changes about. I don't. It was if you do like a sponsor stream, like if I did a stream where I was talking about a mouse all the whole time, I'm supposed to label my stream. I'm supposed to click the branded content button. I'm never gonna click that button, Twitch. I'm never gonna click that button. It's not happening. Sorry. Anyways, sorry. It's like Twitch was like, "Ooh, if you have branded content, now you have to push this button." But now we took that back because the stuff we did. So wait, you don't qualify? No. So we have. This community is extremely generous. And there's a lot of gifted subs and prime subs. Those don't count towards the 350. It has to be people with tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 of their own. At least that's what Twitch chat's telling me. That article doesn't say anything, but I trust the people in Twitch chat that are saying these things. I don't think Stark would be one to run in here and spread hearsay. He's usually a fairly reliable source when it comes to these things. Fairly reliable. Yep, reoccurring paid subscriptions. We got a Sergeant Hammer, chat. We got a Sergeant Hammer. Let's start a prediction. Which team will be winning? Where are we even going? Is this Infernal Shrines? The Prime subs, that's a different article. Okay, that's so brilliant of you, Twitch. Why put all the information in one article when we can spread it to 2 different ones so people have no idea what to potentially understand?
Listen.
Gamble's going, chat. Gamble's going. Get your gambles in on the right side of the map. We are looking at our red team. Banana playing Rhaegar, Wit slamming people in into the walls with Diablo, Drac back on their Hanzo. We've got Stark on the Dahaka, and Cure, lastly, blasting away with Sergeant Hammer. To the left side of the map, Dark Mach didn't take block at level 1 on Muradin, but we'll see what they actually take here. No talent picked. I was wondering if they did the Dwarf Toss to get the block stacks initially, since they're Indefinite Way or Houdini. Playing Leoric, if I'm not mistaken. Ultralisk on the Imperious, Captain Rex hyper carrying with Sylvanas, and of course, Gunner healing with Brightwing. Oopsies, I was already showing. The gamble's still going, by the way, if you would like to get your predictions in. Will Sergeant Hammer win, or will she get blasted? Celestial Charge and Diablo follow up with a cleanse from Rhaegar as the Stormbolt does connect Dark Mach. Looking to chase down Banana in wolf form, getting leeched by Leoric and Drain Hope and slows Celestial Charge. First blood goes over to our blue team. The gamble's still open if that does sway you. Your caregiver's here. Nancy, thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you for hitting a sub goal. Thank you for pushing to that last little bit of push for the sub goal. I hope you feel good today. I hope you get some nice, good food. And I hope the caregiver falls in love with this Twitch channel as well. Feel better, Nancy? Hopefully every day's easier for you. For those of you who don't know, Nancy had surgery on her shoulder, if I'm not mistaken. So we're all rooting for Nancy to have an easy recovery. Jeff Bezos was tired of sending John Cena to slap him in the balls. That's the reason the primes don't work. God dang it, Chris. The reason the primes don't work is because we keep threatening Jeff Bezos with John Cena. It's the truth. You missed the end of the last match. Did you slug do it? Oh, I forgot to update the team scores. My bad. No, he didn't. Sorry. He did not, unfortunately. Last game, it was pretty back and forth, but the Vikings actually got a kill onto Abathur. There was a curse. The Vikings already took down the gate. They play again in front of the gate with like a sliver of HP on Eric, I think it was, or Baylog. The play again comes through. Vikings dive in. They spin. They spin and squish the bug. Nice dwarf toss over the wall. Darkmok looking for the sustained chase, and will be able to find it with the allies. Where is the real Baha, and where are you hiding him? I left. He's back in Germany. He's dead. This is Doppelganger Bahamut. I'm the evil Bahamut from Germany. Because everyone knows that's where the evil doppelgangers come from. Oh no, Cure! No! I was throwing away my teabag, and I look back and Cure just... unfortunate. How many? Is that the second kill? Yeah, wow. 6 kills, 3 minutes in. 2 kills a minute. As Baby Houdini, Wei, is able to work on this mid lane. Mortar Punisher. I thought the fight was continuing in bottom lane. Not the case. By the way, Dream Shot for Brightwing at level 4 gives her extra range, but also cooldown reduction at the center. You knew it. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was... Ooh. Sticky Flare as well for the slow. Maybe we have Hush later on. Actually, Hush later on will be huge. The silence following the Celestial Charge into Stormbolt from Muradin with Sylvanas sustained damage. Yeah. I really like what the blue team has built here. Compositionally and into their talents, as 7 talents here almost hit by a red squad. Cure repositioning on the back of this fort, tanking a bit of damage from the Punisher. With Sylvanas Black Arrows, this siege in mid lane is amplified, and I'm expecting mid lane fort to follow the Punisher still just around 50%. Exactly, Kalis. Alright, well, 10 Talonteers as always, just about to be here. Let's cycle through those numbers. Leoric will Wraith walk out of top into mid to keep soaking things up in bottom as well. I like this, opening up the top lane fort front gate. If the Punisher's won by our blue squad later on, then they can push this into the fort without having any jump over the gate. Leoric is going to basically do the same thing in bottom. Nice calls, nice rotations from our blue squad. How can the red team answer? Half a level to go for a level 10. Does Witten... Oh no, oh no, oh no. This is not what you want. A Fire Stomp out from Diablo. He's going to try and heal up from that. Does get a small chunk of healing. But it's a double kill for our blue team as they hit level 10. 8-0 in kills. Flank into Dahaka. He's got to know this is coming. Triple kill, I do believe. No, wait, he gets out? Wow, 69 HP. It was 68, but, you know, we'll round up. We'll round up by 1. I don't know if anyone's been watching. I've been watching a lot of Street Fighter 6 as well since I came back. Oh man, Street Fighter 6 is looking awesome. I can't wait to see a lot of the tournaments around it. Also to see all the heroes that are going to be released in that. Release characters? I guess you could say characters that are going to be released. I think they confirmed Akuma, which I'm always happy about. I love the Raging Demon. And just hit that back button again. Alright, nothing out of the ordinary when it comes to our build here outside of the Brightwing talents that we talked about. But even then, it kind of makes sense the direction they're going with the single target blow-up. I do expect the Hush later on. Sky suplex from the Imperius into Stark. Looks for the drag. Celestial Charge to answer after the Wrath of Angiris. Diablo hits level 10. He's got the reduced consumption of souls. Burrow under the ground from Dahaka as he is able to stay alive for the time being. Sergeant Hammer about to respawn in 8 seconds. A next objective phase. Bottom lane, Arcane Punisher as Leoric continues to push up the bottom lane. Uh-oh, they double back into top lane looking for Dahaka. You saw earlier he was saying that was not nice when they had the flank into him. 9-0, 13 talents here, almost here. Celestial Charge grabbed by the drag, but Dahaka knows he's out of here. BFG through the lane. Kier trying to help out. Wit looking for the angle onto Imperius. And it's Dahaka still living. Lightning Breath cooking up Ultralisk, who has to use the Celestial Charge to get away. Objective phase is up and available. We do have that Neil Peasants for Leoric, which is 75% additional damage to mercenaries and monsters. Skeletal defenders are considered monsters. Sylvanas is left in top lane, or stays in top lane. Dahaka keeps tapping Bush, keeping his agility up. Every time he taps the Bush, he's got that enhanced agility for 5 seconds. A 3-second increase from his baseline. He's currently at 3 stacks, so he moves at 126%, so he's a little slower than Mount Speed. Ultralisk misses the Wrath of Angiris, lands the Celestial Charge. Cleanse from Rhaegar, I do believe, was utilized right there. Drag from Dahaka does not get a pull into an enemy hero, while Muradin continues with his avatar form up. Should expire soon. But the Arcane Punisher achieved to red team. Is this a momentum shift? Can they get a fort down in bottom lane? Can Dahaka close that experience gap? Looking at the experience between these two teams. Wrong button, Chris. Flank into Cure. Ultralisk looking for the Celestial Charge. Gets blasted back by Cure, who re-sieges and hovers on in. Dragon's Arrow. Nice damage into Darkmok. Dropping the Muradin below 50%, or around 50%. Leoric's got Entomb if he wants to go fishing. And he gets it onto Diablo, who's really in a weird spot. Unfortunately, not enough damage from our blue squad to get a kill. I just remembered what movie I watched on the plane ride to Germany. I watched Edge of Tomorrow. Man, that movie's bad. Man, that movie sucked. It's not awful, but I was just like, eh. I had forgotten the vast majority of the plot and what happened, so yeah, that one wasn't that good. But I did watch No Sudden Move. Oh, I'm not saying like you have bad taste if you like the movie. It wasn't for me. Tom Cruise is a really hit or miss actor for me. I love him in Mission Impossible, but I don't love him in... Oh my god, the Entomb is massive! Cure gets the Ancestral Healing from Rhaegar just in time. Cure so very low after the Wrath of Angiris still will go down way on this Leoric. Around a third of their HP, but Captain Rex chases on to Banana. The slow from the Sticky Flare is able to supply the sustained chase, and Imperius snipes that kill with a Solarian Flare. Good Celestial Charge, enough damage to follow up from Brightwing, and it's going to be 16 talents here in just but a moment. Darkmok drops a Storm Bolt back. Break the wrist, walk away, and actually break the wrist, break Dahaka. It's a solid. Mid lane keep will go down. I wish it didn't have... Yeah, exactly. Like, Edge of Tomorrow, great premise, cool concept. Just Tom Cruise is kind of weak in the movie. But No Sudden Move, oh my god. I can't recommend No Sudden Move highly enough. Very, very good movie. It's got Don Cheadle. It's got John Hamm. There's like a slew of actors and actresses. What's his name? David Harbour's in it. Bella Del Toro is... Mwah! He's fantastic. He's probably my favorite actor. Don Cheadle's really good in the movie, too. It's a toss-up between those two. Don Cheadle and Bella Del Toro are so good in that movie. Highly recommend No Sudden Move if you have heard about it or not seen it. I think it comes on HBO Max fairly soon. I also watched Black Mass as well, the movie about Whitey Bulger. That was really good. I'm not a big mafia crime movie guy, but that movie was so well done. I'm a sucker for loot stories plus Emily Blunt.
Smoke weed every day.
Everyone loves Emily Blunt. Yeah. 2 recommendations for you. Highly recommend both those movies personally. I think Black Mass is on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix, if you like crime biographies. Or if you just like Johnny Depp, because he does such a good job. Sylvanas and friends maybe getting caught out in bottom lane. Nice blink from Gunnar, but the isolation with the brush stock in. A drag will connect, and Brightwing goes down. Have I seen Avatar 2? I will be honest, I've never seen any of the Avatar movies. Everyone talks about how good they are. I don't think they're bad. I just have never seen them. I don't know why. I really need to watch Avatar on my next movie-thon. I really do. It's like a 3-hour movie, though, isn't it? Like, I know they're good movies. Everyone talks about how good they are. I don't know. I've never sat down to watch them. Don't know why. Visuals are good. The plot? Because I've heard, you know, little things here and there about people like it, people don't like it. It's a beautiful movie. I should still watch it. I finally saw Joker. I haven't seen the Joker movie where Nicholas, I forget his last name starts with a P, right? It's like Nicholas something. Oh, that movie was so good. I get why everyone talks about how good that one is. Oh no, yeah. Phoenix, thank you, Jade. I'm horrible with actors and actresses' names. Yes, that guy. Joaquin Phoenix, I think is how you say him. Joaquin Phoenix? There's a third of Avatar 2 where half the scenes are just, I just wish it was the whole movie. I almost rewatched Cloud Atlas. That was one of the movies on the list. Ben-Hur was on there as well. I was like, I don't know if I have the attention span for Ben-Hur on the airplane. This is like a 3+ hour movie. Nice dive onto Leoric and Sylvanas. Our red team's starting to build back momentum in the late game here. If Kier can get to levels 20, that's huge for Sergeant Hammer. Honestly, I mean, level 20 for all of these players are huge. Since we have the Dragon Strike on Hanzo, Dragon Awakens at level 20 is the assumption. Cooldown reduction, so spammable on that. Dahaka, Contagion's huge. Could go Apex Predator if he wanted. Diablo can get Hellgate. I don't think he goes Hellstorm. Got a little bit of a pause here. Let's pull it out of the game. I've heard it's Joaquin Phoenix, but don't quote me. Oh, I was looking at it phonetically. I just read it phonetically. I was like, okay, Jao Queen. Yeah. I've heard Joachim, but don't quote me on that. Joachim? I looked at it phonetically. I got that Detroit education, man. But yeah, that Joker movie was fantastic. And aren't they making a sequel to that? Aren't they making Joker 2 with him? Yes, they are. Okay, how do you say his name? Pronunciation. Oh, no, Joaquin is right.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. Where is he? Oh, he's an American actor. Why does he have such a weird name for being an American actor? I don't believe this. Where are his parents from? Joaquin Raphael Phoenix is an American actor known for playing blah, 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 blah. Upcoming movies, siblings. I want to know where your parents are from. I feel like Joaquin is not an American name, especially the way that it's spelled. Was born in the Rio... it's a district of San Juan of Puerto Rico. Okay, that's why. That's why. I was like, okay, that is... It's not a John Smith pronunciation. His brother is River Phoenix. Was he needed? Isn't Joker 2 going to be a musical? I mean, wasn't Joker 1 kind of a musical a little bit? Or you mean like musical as in, like Guys and Dolls sort of thing? I don't know. I'm pumped for Joker 2. Like, Joker 1 was fantastic. That was so good. Because a lot of people were like, don't expect it to be a regular sort of DC Batman-ish movie. And so I didn't watch it for a long time because I thought it was... I didn't know what to expect of it. But it's very dark. It's very good. A lot of like human condition being, you know, a lot of people who are pushed to their limits mentally. Maybe a little bit of human condition in there as well. Have I watched Jury Duty? No, I haven't. It doesn't sound familiar. BRB more meetings? Okay. Avatar Variant Pestin is so boring to me. Yeah, like that's the split. I've been told it's visually a beautiful movie. But I've also been heard that it's very long and it kind of drags on at times, so we'll see. I'll add it to the list. I was actually talking to Trixler about Trix and I were talking about the Spider-Man game that they showcased a little bit ago, and then I was saying to him, I was like, I kind of want to rewatch the Spider-Mans, because he was also talking about the newest one that came out. And he goes, which one? I go, all of them? Kind of want to just go through all the Spider-Man movies, honestly.
Prime gathers power. You will take it for me.
I heard Joker's good, but I have no idea if I'd like it. Not sure if it's my type. Honestly, Kalis, I didn't know if I'd like it either. I find it fantastic. It's very dark. It's very, very dark. But there is still the Batman universe. They talk about Bruce Wayne. They talk about Martha and whatever Bruce's dad's name is. I'm forgetting it. So it is still in Gotham City. There's all those things. There's Arkham Asylum. I really would recommend it. I'd really recommend Joker, and I think that's on Netflix too. But either way, we have got a Rhaegar to fall here. Baby Houdini misses the Drain Hope, but I don't think it matters. Brightwing healing is enough. Phase Shift comes through, and Diablo's souls are consumed, while the top lane fort will go down to the Fallen Shaman. I don't expect her... Oh, actually, no. Sylvanas does make the rotation. Top lane fort should be saved. She will have black arrows, I expect. Murden anchoring very far forward. Gonna eat some Widow Mines. Hey, what's up, Elm? Hola, senor. Hola, senor. ¿Cómo estás? It's a TV series on Prime. Okay. Max has a good DC catalog. That's true. Elm, thank you for the Prime Gaming for 11 months. A recent alert when we got a game as Darkmok pops the rewind. The Entomb with the buried alive. Sergeant Hammer says, maybe I can get some damage in, but the Dragon Strike doesn't even dissuade the enemies. That's a double kill overall. Rhaegar just now respawning from that earlier death. Whitwill falls. Souls not available. Only 46 on Diablo. It's a triple kill overall now that Rhaegar's back helping Hanzo. Celestial charge into Hanzo. Drac able to sidestep Wrath of Angiers from Ultralisk. But this Mortar Punisher in bottom lane working on the keep. Darkmok comes in with the Dwarf launch. I think the rewind's probably off cooldown fairly soon. They go in for Hanzo. Gets the Ancestor healing. Farseer's Blessing. Second proc. Second health bar. But Hanzo can't get away. Nearly 3 health bars, and Hanzo will fall. Our blue team takes map number 5 of the day. GG, well played. A team kill to wrap it all up. I did my best impression of Team Kill during the Nations Cup, and I hope I did a good job. A lot of good Batman cartoons. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. If you're a DC fan, there's a lot of really good stuff on HBO Max. Also, as I mentioned, that no sudden move I think that's going to be on HBO Max soon. So highly if you want to spend, if you want to do like a 1-month subscription to HBO Max, I would do it in July. I think there's a lot of good stuff coming out in that month. It's about a person being selected for jury duty, but everyone else on the show is a paid actor, including the Hollywood actor. Oh, that sounds interesting, Autumn. Let me get my sticky note here. Jury duty. Crime. Didn't there's a new Grand Tour or Top Gear, whatever you want to call it. There's a new episode of that either yesterday or today that came out. There's a new episode, there's a new season of Black Mirror that's supposed to be today or tomorrow as well. I think I'm going to binge all of those on my day off. On Monday, maybe Sunday, Monday, I'm going to binge them. I thought about going to the beach on Monday, but it's supposed to be like 50-something degrees. So maybe I do beach stuff after stream on Sunday, but I don't know, it's supposed to be windy and we'll see. We'll see. Joker 2 is a full-blown musical. I'm still down for it, man. I'm still down for it 100%. Choose outcome. Which team wins Infernal Shrines? It was the blue team. The blue team did win Infernal Shrines. Very well done, Sergeant Hammer. Oh, not 23. That's a little too much. Yeah, I'm excited for Black Mirror. The last couple seasons haven't been the best. They're like the last season was kind of meh. The Bandersnatch interactive movie was kind of cool. The last season was kind of just meh. So I'm really hoping this season's a lot scarier. I feel like there was some that were just kind of thrillery and scary. I remember I was talking with someone, I was literally mentioning this to someone, they're like, oh yeah, I watched the first episode, the pig fucker episode, and I was like, this series isn't for me. I was like, look, that is quite literally the worst story in like all of the stories. Like season 1 has some really, really good ones. If you just, like, I even told people when I was first watching it, I remember when I was an engineer, I remember telling my boss, I was like, oh yeah, watch Black Mirror, but just skip the first episode. He's like, am I gonna miss anything? I'm like, no, they're individual stories. It's all like anthology. So you can skip the first one. And I was like, just skip the first one. It's like the worst, the weakest of all of the ones of that season, and probably all of them, period. There's so many other good episodes in season 1. Yeah, like the trailer for the next season seems spooky. Oh, also, it's not going to be good because nothing that they ever do with Resident Evil ends up turning out super amazing when it comes to their movies. There's another animated movie. It's Resident Evil Death Island, I think it is, which kind of feels like maybe it's alluding to like Code Veronica stuff. Not 100% sure, but Death Island comes out sometime this month, which I'm really excited for. Is this a lobby for me? Indeed it is. I'm curious to see how Joker 2 is going to be. I think also on my day off, I think I'm going to spend the money and just buy the Mario movie. I've got $5 to Amazon from doing Twitch research, which is just answering some questions. So I have like a $5 gift card to Amazon. So I was like, well, if I buy it, it's only like $15. So I think I'm just going to buy the Mario movie. I'm expecting that I'm going to like it and rewatch it in the future, so I might as well buy it over renting it. I mean, it's $15 to rent it or $15 to buy it at this point for me. I think I might as well buy it. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. So you thought when you bought the Mario movie DVD? I try it, like, owning stuff on physical is a lot better because, let's say the internet goes out in my town in my remote town that I live in. It's nice to have the physical copies of these things, but I think I'm just gonna be lazy and just buy the digital. I think I'll just be lazy and buy digital. Oh, by the way, speaking of Amazon stuff, I ordered 2 converters so I could charge my phone and all that kind of stuff from Amazon. I ordered 2 because the first one I ordered got delayed, and I was looking at the Amazon average delivery time, and I found something that should have gotten delivered the Monday right before I was supposed to go to Europe. Both of them got delivered on Tuesday, about 4 hours after I left for the airport. Luckily, the event that we were at, it was a multi-story, picture like a multi-story Best Buy, Fry's. They had PC components and stuff like that. I found a charger for €5. So, yeah. I'm just gonna return the ones that I got from Amazon, because I don't need them anytime soon. Draft. So, it was one of those just Amazon things. When you need something, it shows up 1 day late. When it's whatever, it comes early. That's always the case. Battlefield of Eternity will be our 6th map of the day. Holy crap, we've done 6 maps already. We are rocking and rolling through some of these games. We're going to Battlefield, as I had mentioned. We got some new players. We got some reoccurring players here in the Ravencourt EU in-houses. Thank you all for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're all having a great day. Hope you're enjoying the stream. It's nice to be back. I had a little vacation to Germany to do the Nations Cup, but we're back doing our streaming thing, and, well, I want to test the idea of consistently doing, like, earlier days every week. Like, maybe Tuesday I sleep in, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, like, I start stream at 9 a.m. I feel like that might be beneficial for people on the East Coast, people in EU. I've been slowly starting all my streams earlier and earlier, which I think is just beneficial. We start earlier and we go longer. When you're at the lake, I brought my battery pack, forgot the wall charger and cords. I'm going to Target like 3 times. Luckily, there was one nearby. Luckily, there was definitely one nearby. East Coast appreciate it. Yeah, I might toy with the idea of consistently starting streams at 9 a.m. Like, it works out better for me. That means that I'm ending stream around like 4 or 5 o'clock my time. We still have a 7 to 8 hour stream. Because usually, if I start at 11 and I end at 4 or 5, like, I'm usually hungry by 4 or 5, so we'll see. We're going to test these things out. Battlefield will be our next map, as I mentioned. We got a few bands at the top. We got a Brightwing, Genji to kick things off for our blue side. Sylvanas and What for our red team. Could look at an early Hanzo as well. Li Ming is banned away, so no poke from her. Chromie could be a potential... Nah, I don't think we'll see Chromie. Some Chromie artillery isn't bad from here and there. But a Genji diving into the back on Chromie's face, yeah, you don't want to deal with that. Left the USB, paying for 0 of the tech stuff. I left the USB wall plug at the lake and got reimbursed by the owner. Ended up charging my phone in the car on the way to Target. Oh! Easy peasy, there you go. I didn't have so the first day I was there, I didn't have anything to charge my phone, so I was just charging it off the TV, because most TVs have a USB. So I just charged my phone off the TV when I was in the hotel room, so it wasn't that bad. It just charged slow, which is, whatever. Imperious Diablo banned away. Don't want to deal with the hard initiation of Diablo. Imperious Celestial Charge. Yeah, I can't blame it. Celestial Charge into Jet Propulsion, into Stormbolt, burst ability, and sustain damage from Sylvanas. That's just a bad time. I do like the heads-up ban, but there's Shimada Bros and a Urel for our blue team. I like it. I actually really like the blue draft quite a bit. Burst is high, dive is good. Oh, but it's... Okay. CC City from our red team. Maybe even Mind Control at level 10. Call of the Dark Lady at level 20. Maybe Containment Disc onto Genji who dives in. I really like the red team draft. What is our last one? You're disappointed yourself how much time you spend on your phone at the lake. I mean, in my opinion, like, yeah, there's that, but as long as I think you got to relax, that's the important part. I think as long as you were able to get some nice relaxing time. The last day of Germany, I spent so much time on my phone, but that was because I was just catching up on, like, everything, because I wasn't on my phone for almost 2 days straight. It was relaxing and rainy. That sounds like a perfect time. That sounds like a nice, cozy time. Start prediction, which team wins BOE? Which team wins BOE? You know the dealio.
Listen.
Get your gambles in. Hey, Ashmantle. Good to see you, bud. A very quick load in. Let's check out those level 1 talents, see how things are looking at the start here for both the sides. Drac on the Genji, Wei on Urel. God, I blanked on their name for a second. Darkmok playing Tyrael, Cure on Hanzo, last but not least, Banana to play Brightwing. Over to the right, we're looking at our red team. Stark on the Blaze.
10 seconds.
I don't know why, but Altanox just made me throw me off so hard. Playing Muradin, Sylvanas by Captain Rex, Ultralisk on the Maiev, and last, we got some, and cooldown reduction at level 1, Righteous Hammers to the face from Gunner. Playing Uther. You got that Hammer of Lightbringer at level 1. Hammer of Justice, cooldown reduction, and also that passive on top of things. Blaze holds in front of the fort front gate. Urel scouted out in the bush with the Avenging Rat. The fun breaks out in bottom lane. Banana with an immediate soothing miss. Oh, Banana so very low. Does not go down. Stun into the face of Genji, who is looking to get a swift strike out of this. Not a lot of faith in our blue crew. Big Umbral Bind. Stun from Uther, and it's Altanox to go down first. First blood for the blue side, as Genji may be able to take down Ultralisk. I don't know if Ultralisk has any sort of movement abilities here to get them out. Vault of the Wardens, and yes! Ultralisk lives. Cure not able to get the finalized damage. Did land the Stormbow, though. Did land that Stormbow. Some last-second predictions for our blue team. Like to see it, about 3k to 7k. A very low mana Blaze in top lane continues to pressure this Urel, but she's the one chasing in, unable to take down Blaze. 1-0 in kills thus far, favoring the blue squad, as we've got our not Uther, sorry, the Muradin back in place. Genji dives in the back, trying to take down Captain Rex. Natural agility from Cure on his Hanzo. The camp will still be contested. Darkmok steps in, Drac in the flank on this Genji. Here comes Urel with an Avenging Rat. Darkmok getting low. Ultralisk has to pop the vaults of the Wardens. Able to get out the Spirit of Vengeance. Altanox will go down to Brightwing's last auto attack. Gunner tries to get an extra stack on that Hammer the Lightbringer, but it's a double kill. 3 kills overall for our blue team. Maybe finding more in bottom? Nah, Ghost Uther's got some heals and they're fine. Nicely done. Very nicely done from blue team at the start of Battlefield of Eternity. 12 stacks on Cure's Simple Geometry level 1. 20, as I mentioned, for Hammer the Lightbringer, and Shuriken Mastery on Drac at 3 out of the 60, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, nothing crazy to note at level 4s. Speaking of, red team's about to pick up theirs. Oh, look at Muradin top lane, though. Blaze feigning that he's in trouble. Unfortunately, Altanox and Stark can't find a kill into Urel. Camps to be traded, though. Uther at 39 stacks. We'll get a small pause here. Let's pull it on out of the game, see what's going on with that. Looks like Cure forgot to change his hotkeys from EU. I actually wonder what his hotkeys... Oh, it must be a setting for Hanzo or something on release or versus on. Okay, the readies are out. We'll get the countdown and I'll get us back in a game. By the way, I have to say, biggest freaking shout out to Legacy. I didn't talk about this on the broadcast whatsoever, but I knew about it the entire time. Legacy, who's the healer for USA, NA, whatever you want to call it. Legacy, his mouse, he had a weighted mouse. The weights fell out of his mouse before he went to Germany, so he lost the weights. Or I don't know how it all happened, but he lost the weights to his mouse. So he was playing with a different weighted mouse. A bunch of us tried to find him one. Rob thought his mouse was the same, so he's like, oh, I'll just give you the weights out of mine. I brought a mouse to Germany to raffle off to the crowd, and I just gave that to Legacy. I was like, dude, if you want to use it, go for it. I know it's a completely different mouse. Go for it, bud. I even said, pull the weights out of this and see if they fit in yours. Like, maybe you just jam them in there for the same weighting. I also was told that in Game 7, in the Grand Finals, Legacy was saying that he could barely see. His contacts had dried out completely. And he was such a trooper. I don't think I heard him ever once complain. He, like, dude, it's so rough. Like, Legacy played so freaking good with so many hurdles to jump. I really, like, Kevin quite literally was about to buy him a new mouse so he could get the weights. And Legacy was like, no, 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 you guys don't need to do this. Like, all of us were trying to help him out. It's just, I don't know, a good community, good camaraderie. I kept going up to the NA players during their series. Like, I'd catch them in the hallways and I'd be like, you got this. And I'd give them like fist bumps. And I'd give them little pep talks like, you got this. You can play together. Just, you know, breathe and you're playing together good. Like, oh man. I don't think my pep talks helped at all or did anything. But I kept saying, I'm rooting for you, bud. I'm rooting for you. I'm cheering for you. Legacy was an actual legend. Always the first one to help people out. Yeah, dude, like, he's a humble human being. He's a super nice guy. I told this story to Trixler. I was quite literally like, yeah, I was talking, it was during CCL stuff, and I was talking to Day. And I was like, yeah, Legacy's a cool guy, blah, 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 blah. I was like, I wonder what he does for a day job. I bet he's a bouncer. And Day was like, he's an accountant. And I was like, oh, he'd make a really good bouncer, though. He's the sweetest human on earth. Honest to God, if you ever see Legacy, he's such a nice dude. He's such a humble and awesome dude. What if you're the reason NA turned those losing series into full maps? No, the reason that NA turned that series into turned those losing maps into a full series is because between the breaks, I ran out of the building and chugged a 500 milliliter beer. That's what it is. It's the superstition. It has nothing to do with people going up to the NA players and being like, you're doing amazing, I believe in you. Ultralisk is very low here. Vault of the Warden saves them for a moment. The Polymorph will not, and Genji finishes out the Shuriken Mastery, finding the kill in Maiev. Brightwing to be traded in the moment, though, as the 10 talent here will be coming through for both sides. A little bit faster for maybe our blue team. That's a stun from Uther, and Genji is able to get the natural cybernetic agility out. Hey, Lard, what's up, bud? If NA got 4-0'd in the grand finals, because like once the games were over, I ran up and I went up to I went and gave all the players a hug, and I was like, you're doing like, you did so well. I kept telling them I'm very proud of them, like how hard they worked and how far they had come and all that kind of stuff. If that series was a 4-0 for Germany, I would have not gone up to them. But since it was a game 7, they were hard fought. I think even the players were happy with how things ended. Even the next day when I was talking with some of the players, they were like, you know what? We should have drafted Kel'Thuzad up against all the things they had. They were talking about all the stuff that they wish they had done. But it wasn't like, damn, we made a mistake. It was, oh, I kind of wish we drafted this instead of that. Like, a lot of the NA players, when I was getting lunch with them the day after, with the French team as well, a lot of them were at this point where they said, we played really, really good, and I'm not upset with second. A lot of them are in that mentality of, like, not too upset with second. Sanctification after the containment disc. That is a not good overlap, unfortunately. Wailing over from Sylvanas onto the Brightwing, who's trying to back away, and Blaze, what? Banana with a 300 IQ blink over to an ally. Able to back off. Wei, though, is low. Has the Ardent Defender, but can you press the Ardent Defender in time? Yes. The stun train is not enough. Brightwing with the phase shift in. Blaze gets polymorphed into a pig before the jet propulsion connects. Keep in mind, there's no 13 talent here, so no collision course for the extra, like, 400 damage. So it wouldn't have been a kill onto Brightwing, but maybe the CC would have been enough to lock her in place for said kill. They were in really, yeah, they seriously were in such good spirits. And then we all went to the bar, and I left the bar at 3:30. I was told that the NA players got, like, I got back to my hotel room about 4 a.m., roughly. I heard the NA players got back to their room around 7 a.m. And then they had the same thing happen to me, where the hotel person was like, you have to check out, and they're like, we have this room until tomorrow. And they were like, you have to check out. And they kept saying, we have this room till tomorrow, and they go, oh, okay. So they were in the same situation as me, where they got woken up and they just couldn't go back to sleep, so they went out and got lunch. Avenging Wrath chasing down Ultralisk is... Oh my god, they're going in deep! Urel says, I need mana anyways, let me just take down this Maiev. But I will say this, during all of that, pushes up the top lane, gives space for Alarian to take down the fort, and our blue team is rocking and rolling with the first structure down in their favor. Also 13 talent tier, half a level away. Brandon, myself, and his partner left Madara Legacy. Yeah, I think Selexia was saying something about she got a video of Madara and Legacy chugging, like having a chugging contest or something. I'd love to see the next tournament. Didn't have the Meta Madness rules. I miss seeing players. That's fair. Yeah. Whoa, big Wailing Arrow coming through. That's a stun from Uther, and Brightwing will fall. Massive AoE stun from the Dragon's Arrow as Darkmach is speeding things up, providing a Sanctification. Gunnar has to use Divine Shield to stay alive as well. A return stun into the face of Genji, while Urel misses the Righteous Hammer. Doesn't matter, Uther falls. He's got some ghost heals. It's a 1 for 2. Ardent Defender buys a window, but I still think Urel goes down. Nice stall, or nice stun, excuse me. Yes, I want to see that, Rob. I need to see that. By the way, Madara's such a tiny guy, and he drinks like a decent amount. It surprised me. Like, I didn't think Madara was like gonna like drink much at all, and it kind of surprised me a little bit. He's a little party animal. Also, I was like 2 days into the trip, and you buy a train ticket for... It was $49 for a train ticket that takes you anywhere in Berlin on the train system. You can use it. And it was the second or third day I was talking with, I think it was Rob and Kevin, it might have been, and we were going down to the subway. And I was like, yeah, I haven't had my ticket checked. I probably shouldn't have actually got this. This is kind of a waste of money. And Rob was like, oh no, the NA players, they bought the wrong ticket because there's an A, B, C area, and the C area, it doesn't default to, it only defaults to A and B. C is what gets you from the airport. Modern and Legacy got caught because they didn't have the C area, and it was a $60 fine. I was like, okay, never mind, it was worth it. I got checked once. In the week I used the train system in Berlin, I got checked one time, and I was like, you know what, it was worth it for just that. Stun into Genji, he's able to get the Swift Strike out. Phase Shift from Brightwing does allow that health to be pushed back on up. 9-7 in kills. Urel clears out top. We got Fallen Shaman and bottom. Darkmach utilizes his Sanctification, a bunker down from Blaze. Muradin in Avatar form, slamming his way through the enemy health bars as best as he can. Did go to that Skullcracker level 7. Immortal Spin will push Gunnar back. Divine Shield not available for 80 more seconds as a polymorphed Gunnar stuns out Banana as he falls. They got fined 6 years each. Yeah, they bought the ticket, because even Legacy said they thought they bought the right ticket. They thought they bought the ticket for everywhere, but it defaults to areas A and B, and then you have to move it and select area C, A, B, and C. So, yeah, it was just, the app was a little weird. The stupid American. Wait, what? Oh, Darkmach is able to get out. Okay, wow. I thought Darkmach was dead right there. Immortal's still in bottom lane, favoring our blue team. Cure trying to get the snipe with the Stormbolt. One auto, and Cure will take down Maiev. Meanwhile, Alarian with a small shield is pushing up bottom lane. This fight will be A-rammed right around the mid lane gate. That's a great Dragon's Arrow from Cure. Slam jam into Uther, and he's got some ghost heals for a few moments while the bottom lane still opens up. Tickets were good value, though. Oh, yeah. You got the right ticket because Secure told you. I'll be honest, I researched before I went, and I was talking with my dad. And I was like, hey, Dad, there's like 3 zones. He's like, honestly, Christopher, just buy all 3 zones. If you don't go to them, at least you have it, and you have the option. Because even then, it was I think it was like about 40 for A and B, and I think it was like another $9 for, or €9 for the C area as well. And I was like, I mean, if someone's like, hey, we're going to this area, and then, yeah, I have it, so. Definitely worth paying the extra money just to have it, yeah. It wasn't much more, but kind of dumb that, I feel like they do that on purpose to get people. I feel like it's made that way. Well, you know, a little tinfoil on that one, but I think it's made that way to maybe catch people off guard. Because that's actually, it happened to 3 people, kinda. 2 people, for sure. Get the most broad ticket you can. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if I went to Chicago and there was a ticket for each different line, because there's different colored lines in Chicago, I would just get all of them if it wasn't that much more different, because you just have the opportunity to go wherever. But even then, I think transportation in Chicago is mostly free. No, buses cost money. The train is free in Chicago, or I might be wrong. I might be misremembering that one. Containment Disc does connect onto Cure from Ultralisk. Top lane fork goes down. Sanctification allowing Cure to back away, but a huge scatter into Ultralisk, the bunker. Oh, I thought the Dragon's Arrow would have connected onto Ultralisk. He was just backing off completely. Divine Shield on Sylvanas. She looks to get away. Doesn't have the Will of Forsaken for the extra movement speed, but Uther does go down. Doesn't this provide movement speed as well? Yeah, Evasion Fire also provides movement speed. It's just 10% slower, and it's not an instant activatable. Everything costs money here in Chicago. Okay, then I'm misremembering then. It might have been one of those things where I had a buddy pick me up and they had a ticket for me already. I went, this was back in 2010, 2011. I was going to Chicago a couple times this summer. Because I had a buddy who, I don't know, just, we were hanging out a ton again. Sound dad advice, yeah. I mean, my dad's been to Europe like once or twice. He used to be a liaison for an automotive company, so he got flown out there quite a bit. It's pretty good if you can speak about 3 to 4 languages fluently. Or at least also good enough to have automotive meetings or work with clients. Because they'd send him to France, Germany, and Italy, because he speaks all 3 of those languages. And then he went down to Mexico a lot, because that's eventually where he became one of the... That just became like, the people at the Mexico plant just loved him, and they would only ask for my dad. They sent someone else, they're like, no, we want the other guy, he's more fun. Because instead of staying at the hotel, my dad would pocket the money and stay with the families and play dominoes. Sanctification, down from Tyrael, still chasing on to Altanox. Avatar was used by this Muradin as well, while the Immortal moves into melee range, losing that shielding. But our blue team, on the precipice of level 20, might be able to take map number 6 here in the EU in-houses. As Blaze will fall, Yrel looking for an Avenging Wrath target. The keep has gone down. All structures down from the side of our red team. Ultralisk is the target, maybe a Righteous Hammer connecting into the Uther. Little stun here and there. The Immortal will start scratching the shielding of this core, but that health is still okay. Actually, no. One auto starts to drop it. The Fallen Shaman pushing in. 30 seconds on the Blaze. Can the members of our blue team take this down? 24% has already come off this core. Yrel with the self-cleanse gets pulled back by Maiev. Shielding starting to regenerate a little bit here. Can Cure and the rest end things? Genji dives in. Altanox is tanking a lot of shurikens to the face. Skullcracker getting a stun here and there. Captain Rex able to get a short distance haunting wave away. Can Tyrael get some death timer reduction? He does actually get, that will look like 7 seconds off his death timer roughly. 6-7 seconds, however you want to count the halves. Core still being poked at. Cure will go down, but Banana and Yrel... Banana and... Wait, does Yrel have Ardent Defender? Not for 17 seconds. Can they get 25% on Yrel? Nah, it doesn't look like they're going to go for it. 10 seconds on the Ardent Defender. Can... Oh, Dauntless will be enough. Nah, Uriel goes down. 3 seconds to go. 75% off the core. You can't be too upset about that if you're on the side of the blue team. Just speak English louder and slower.
Our eternal battle will soon be upon you.
My go-to is I will say a phrase, and if someone looks at me weird, I will say it slightly slower with less words. And then if they still look at me weird, I try and change some of the words to be either simpler or just different. More simple, excuse me. It happens once or twice in Germany when I was asking something to a bartender, because I was just I would go to a bar and shoot the shit with a bartender to talk about, you know, their country and all that kind of stuff. And so there was once or twice where I said something and they kind of looked at me because there was a word I could tell they didn't get, so I just rephrased it. Genji falls as Cure gets the double stun. That was a triple Sonic. That was a triple bullseye. Triple bullseye from Cure, actually. Slows on the, slows thrown on the ground after containment disc, trying to take down Tyrael. The sustain lockdown is good, and Tyrael gets a little bit of death time reduction and some damage on the wave. Uriel clears up the top lane. It's 18-14 in our levels here on Battlefield, or in our kills, sorry. 21 apiece in our levels on Battlefield of Eternity, our 6th map of the day. We've had some fun EU in-houses today. I did hear, by the way, someone in chat was saying that they really hope that the next LAN event is, well, let's say standard here is the Storm drafting and stuff. I wouldn't mind that either. I'm pretty sure Liam wouldn't mind that either. Liam very much more. Liam's more so a fan of regular heroes than the Meta Madness draft. But I did hear when the French players and the NA players were out to lunch, there was talk about a captain's draft happening sometime soon. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for that one. If you remember, Leon Black and Turk did a captain's draft probably a year ago at this point. So hoping that there's a cool captain's draft to happen. Maybe we can take part casting wise for that. Maybe we can raise a little prize pool money for them or something. I don't know. I did make one of my sub goals to do an ARAM tournament, like the JRAMs. And if I were to do it, I would 100% ask J McG to join me. I kind of want to do like a JRAM tournament with some players, but I just got to figure out how to organize it and sub goals and stuff like that. Yeah, I understand. I absolutely understand the appeal of the Meta Madness draft style. I like it. But after doing a whole tournament of it, I wouldn't mind a regular tournament. I wouldn't mind swapping back and forth between the two styles in the tournaments. I think that'd be a really fun way to do it to keep everything fresh. But that's me. Enjoy it. Heroes how you enjoy it. I'm on both sides of the fence of this one. I think they're both beneficial for the community and the game. Sanctification from Tyrael. Did he go for the 20 upgrade? No, he didn't. He actually went for the shielding, but the core falls rapidly. What was looking like a promising game for our blue team throughout was taken away right at the end. Gimli OP. Gimli? Isn't that Muradin? Oh, right, it is. Yes, there was a Muradin in the game. Duh, it's Altonox. That is true, Rob. Yeah, there was a Meta Madness right before the Nations Cup, so. Rob, can I show this video on stream? Is it cool if I show it on stream or no? I don't know if the players care or not. Yeah, that's what I thought, Rob. Consent is always important. Mm-hmm. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think we need 2 more players. Choose outcome. Which team wins Battlefield? The red team won it at the end. It was looking promising for our blue side, but it will be the red team who takes it.